And hello, everybody.
Wow!
Happy Halloween.
Yeah.
We are Hard Knock Dice. My name is Jonesy, your dungeon master for the evening. And these people around me are your heroes for the evening and my best friends. Tonight, we are going to do a particularly horrifying Across Eberron episode for you, or at least hopefully. But before we hop into that, something a little bit less spooky, so to ease your nerves, we are doing a charity run for Extra Life. Right down there, you'll see a little thermometer. We're trying to get the $3,500. Ultimately, that's our ultimate goal. But we're going to be giving away some awesome prizes along the way. At $1,500, we're going to be giving away a digital copy of Tasha's Cauldron of Everything. At $2,500, a SteelSeries gaming mouse, and at $3,500, a SteelSeries gaming keyboard. So, and if you don't know what Extra Life is, they help raise money for children's hospitals across the United States, and we are raising money for Children's Hospital of Atlanta. So, it's awesome stuff. Go check that out. If you're on our YouTube page, hop over to Twitch, because I still haven't fixed that. I'm gonna put it in the description like next week or something. Sorry. Anyways, you guys look great. Thank you all for joining me here this evening. I love everyone's costumes. Some of them were coordinated. The Pokemon were not, but it was a wonderful coincidence.
Purely coincidence.
The Pokemon.
I think some of us are obvious, but we'll let's go around in a circle here and just kind of say what we are. I'm Waluigi. Bah! Nice to meet you. Someone go next.
It's a me, Mario.
I'm just a misunderstood Mario. Wario.
Like a mustache, I'm gonna lose it.
Give us a wah.
Wow.
Good.
I'm Milo Goggins.
Beautiful. Beautiful. I love it.
I'm Snorlax. Yay.
Gracious.
I am Pikachu. Pika-P.
Not on stream.
Oh no, please don't be on stream.
Oh my.
I was supposed to be a street samurai from Cyberpunk, but I ended up being the lead singer of the band Sabaton. So
I'm a
Okay, no, what's
vampire.
this? Oh my.
Blah, blah, blah.
Blah, blah.
Sounds like when I'm fucking warming up the Slav.
I got a skull full of blood I'm drinking out of.
Okay, so
It's actually chalky milk.
chalky milk.
Yeah. Chalky blood.
So, for our recap, last we left off, landing in Zardashok, our heroes set upon the city for information regarding the Gashkala tribes, specifically a secluded tribe deep within the crawling swamp. They found the Mud Bog, a bar, inn, and fighting pit, and its rough denizens within. Gainoan challenged the reigning champion was handed a difficult defeat. The party spoke to members of the Gashkala that were making preparations. My contact's blurring up, and this is a terrible time for it to do that. Actually spoke to members of the Gashkala in the Mud Bog that were making preparations to head east on Kortahagra's request. They gave them the information, including the general location of the Ebon Shield, the secluded sect of the Gashkala, protecting a planar seal to the realm of madness. The Shining Vanguard then set off to the crawling swamp, found a supply drop meant for the Ebon Shield that had not been picked up yet. And we pick up the next morning after the party bedded down. As you're all waking, what had come to you over the night, some would call dreams, others visions, others memories. All have an element of wrongness to them. My mother wasn't that tall. My people worked together, but not all in perfect unison. The fingers on my little girl's hands, why were they so sharp? All waking up within moments of each other, you feign an uneasy smile or nod at each other as you wake, but before words can escape your lips, you see a rather thick, rolling morning fog has taken hold of the swamp. And through it, you see two figures watching you sleep. In plain sight, you see two orcs, distinguished by the black makeup that drips down from the top of their hairline met just above their tusk by a stark white war paint that originates at the base of their neck. Tattoos decorate their flesh, but unlike their fellow Gashkala, they are an odd mixture of geometry and nature, creating illusions of movement along the skin. They stand silently and waiting. What would you like to do?
Were we given a name for their tribe?
The Ebon Shield. Z
Ebon
Denat.
Shield.
You were.
Right, that's correct. Thank you. Yeah, I'd like to call out to them mentally. Hello, are you members of the Ebon Shield?
You hear two voices say, yes.
Two voices say yes?
Correct.
Do they sound like two different people or two different entities?
Can't really gather that.
Okay. It is good that we are able to find you. Can you help us direct us back to your camp so that we can speak to your chief or leader of your group?
Who are you?
I am Artyom. I'm coming on behalf of Porta Haragra to have you give aid to the world. Your tribe's been summoned. They are needed.
Very well. Come with us. We'll take you to the Sovereign. And they turn.
Can
And
you
you,
like an insight check on this guy?
what you trying to grab?
If he seems legit, like these people seem fucking weird.
Sure, I am going to say they're not close to you guys. So at this point, you're sort of you're mentally connected to them, and they're about 50, 60 feet away.
Okay.
So I'll still give you an insight check. Make it with disadvantage though.
Okay, that's fair. Still, that's a 19 and a 13. So I think that brings it to a total of. Oh no, insight's not as good on RTM. Total of 18.
18. It's difficult to pick up on any sort of minute details of face. What are you looking for? Give me specifically what you're looking for, and I'll base my answer off of that.
If these guys are hostile and are trying to lead us into an ambush to get slaughtered.
They do not seem currently hostile. What you do pick up with an 18 is an odd, like, numbness.
I mean, I've been in plenty of people's brains and communicated with them. Does that seem quite abnormal?
It's like, I don't know if our team would have ever, just to give Kent a picture, but I don't know if our team would have been in the brain of a sociopath before, but it is that lack of any sort of emotion to one way or the other. It is just flat.
All right. I'll let them know. Give us a few minutes to break camp, and we will be right along with you shortly. Okay?
There's no response. They just sit there standing.
I will begin casting telepathic bond.
Okay. You take your 10 minutes, everybody else gathering up your packs and what have you. Is there anything else anybody would like to be doing for this morning?
While RTM is casting that, Gorm's gonna look around and notice that Bursty isn't here. So I'm gonna,
Oh no, Bursty.
I'm gonna unsummon him, banish him, whatever,
Okay.
and then spend 10
Bursty,
minutes to summon his ass here.
Yeah, absolutely. You can take 10 minutes along with while RTM crafts the connection in between you all so you can speak. You take a moment, and Bursty coming through some of the fog, blending in a little bit while he is actually summoned to this, and you could just hear a like thunderous noise as Bursty is summoned in there with you.
Milo for. Or you done? My bad.
I was just thinking, hell yeah.
Milo, for his part, was spending his moments after waking up, setting up his expedition loadout, since I'm finally getting these settled. And I will go ahead and roll my portents before we get any further along in this.
Let's do that.
Could be worse. That is an 8. And fuck. A 4. So no high roll portents today.
It'd be like that sometimes, but low rolls aren't always so bad.
Yeah, I mean, at least it's not a 10 and 11 like it was that one time. Jesus Christ.
Milo, while you are preparing your things, I would like you to make a perception check for me.
For sure. That's right. Milo's the one that actually.
Oh, Skype just
That'll be
crashed
a
for me.
19.
Wonderful, and it did the.
Yeah.
It had a little bit of a.
Yep, and it switched all of us around. Oh no, it
Yeah, I
didn't.
got shuffled.
No, we didn't.
Oh.
We're all good.
Nope.
We did
No.
in Skype.
Nice.
Yeah.
Sick, awesome.
Okay, we're good.
Oh,
Alright.
I'm sorry about that. What was your
19.
19? As you're sort of preparing their things and you flip your flap closed on your backpack, you look down at your hand as a slight glint of shiny metal catches your eye, and you look down at your hand where the nail had been missing, and it has since been replaced with a piece of iron.
Dude, you can flick the shit out of somebody now.
Thumps champion 2020 or
With a,
Shit.
a
980.
small frown, he will pull his gloves back down over his hand.
Which finger is it?
It's his right index, the one that had fallen, the nail that had fallen off.
You know, we'll send a mental message to Kaushik, like, we should talk next time we set up camp.
I will respond. Is
Okay.
everything all right?
I don't know. The hand is different? Worse? I don't know. You
If I
said
can
it
see
didn't
him,
like hurt or anything or have any weird sensations, right?
Correct.
if I can see him from where I'm at, I'm just gonna kind of like shoot him a look, like, and that's all.
The last time it hurt you was when, or the last time you felt anything from this is when you looked at the lavender star, when it sent a sharp pain into your finger. But
We're fine. Excellent.
is there anything else anybody would like to do before following and making your way?
How
Yeah,
how
I-
far into the swamp did we make it? Sorry.
Uh,
Just out of curiosity.
You made it about 6 hours, about 6 hours past the supply drop. So you are well within the crawling swamp now.
That was my only question. Sorry, Kent.
Yeah, I would at least like to warn everyone once telepathic bond is up that there is something off about these fellas. I don't know if they're maybe gone through some type of training, if they are fighting against Zora yet, or if they are befallen something or are just crazy. But there is something wrong with these fellas. Could be training. I hope it is, but don't let your guard down.
I'm gonna get my spells prepared for the day. I usually have that as like kind of a given, like when I wake up, but just wanted to make sure.
Yeah, absolutely.
Crawley is going to commune with the spirits real quick,
Okay.
and that is going to be a 10
Okay.
for Tales from the Beyond.
All right. Very well. Everybody gets their things together. When you step into the swamp, getting your boots high so you don't have anything seeping in. A lot of you have pretty high perception. I'll say the highest of you, Gandalin, Kaushik, RTM. When you stand onto the ground itself, your feet find place in the muck. There is the ever slightest just like the ground moving. Have you ever stood on the beach and slightly in the water and you feel the ground just sort of shifting in one direction? That's what you feel right now under your feet.
Don't like that.
The two orcs turn in unison together and start walking deeper into the crawling swamp. I would like from you guys a marching order and distance from each other and distance from the orcs, please.
Okay.
I would like to actually take point on this one and probably stay about 30 feet behind the orcs.
And I'll be behind Artyom.
Right behind
I'll
him?
be behind. I'll be behind Crowley or close to Crowley.
Okay.
Milo will try and be as close to the front as marching order will allow. So I guess immediately after, if we're walking single file, or
It's fairly wooded. There are trees without leaves all around you here. So it would help with some maneuverability, but I'm not going to restrict it to 1 by 1 for now.
I do want to take up the rear. I'm going to be about 5 or so feet behind the person
Okay.
that's in front of me.
Okay.
That's unfortunate. I want to be 20 feet behind everybody.
Well, I'm going to be 20 feet behind you. I'm just kidding.
since we're not restricted to single file quite yet, Milo probably would try to stay up about near where Artyom is.
Okay.
And to explain my reasoning for that, you said there's a fog over the swamp?
Like a morning fog.
Would you say there's enough fog to stealth then? Or no, you said it's only a light fog if it's a morning fog. Okay.
Yeah. No, there is.
Because I wanted to fall back behind, be about 20 feet behind, and be stealthed back in the back.
Okay. Yeah, you're going to have trouble seeing party members that are more than about the last two.
Last two? That's fine. That's fine. As long as I
Okay.
have visual on somebody, I've still got the telepathic bond, so that's fine.
Melgrim, you're behind your brother?
Yeah, I was gonna be either right beside, or right near him. Yeah.
Okay. And for the first 3 or 4, are you guys spreading out at all, or just kind of staying pretty close together at the moment?
I'm pretty close.
Yeah,
within
I'm
5
mostly
feet.
I'm just trying to be the closest person to the orcs and giving them like a decent breath.
Okay. About 30 feet behind the orcs. The rest of you fairly close together, keeping it close and compact. Gainwin taking up the rear about 20 feet behind everybody. Gainwin, I'll say about 20 feet behind. You can see Kaushik and Melgrim beside that. It gets kind of difficult to see your party members.
That's fine. I wanted to kind of bring up the rear guard kind of thing.
Okay.
And for context, as we're moving forward, the drone will currently be mounted into my armor, but I want the Kestrel like just above the tree line, kind of pacing us.
Okay. The Kestrel does have a difficult time too looking down through the fog at the moment, but it can certainly do that and can follow you well enough.
Well, it's less about looking at us and making sure we don't get dropped on from something closer to it.
Sure. Yeah. Go ahead. Have the Kestrel circling above.
I went ahead and rolled that stealth roll.
Yeah.
If you would like to go ahead and get that.
Yep. Let's hear it.
So that's a 32.
Very nice.
Nice.
Wonderful. Okay. As you guys are moving along, Artyom and Milo being right up front, you guys are sort of pacing these guys. I would like you both to give me perception checks. You're staying about 30 feet behind. These will be at disadvantage. Give me some perception checks, please.
And I also wanted to have Barrick flying kind of about 15 or 20 feet above the orcs.
Okay.
And kind of just with orders to let me know if they do anything shady that I can't see. And since it does have 60 feet of blind sight.
Okay. Go for it.
Oh, yeah, the bat.
Better roll pretty well because I didn't.
My perception check is a 23, and its perception check is a 10.
10. Okay. with a 23, what was yours, Milo? Just
11.
okay. Unfortunately, not. Just sort of taking up RTM, looking around. You don't see much going on. RTM, I'll say with a 23, just sort of looking, sending Barrick up for a moment. Barrick's not seeing anything. You fade in and out of his eyes a little bit, but the fog is dense, and he's not noticing anything moving in the surrounding areas. You're just kind of walking behind these two, and then you see one of them get snatched up from one of the nearby trees, just straight up as if something was laying there, and his foot, he goes ass over tea kettle straight up to a tree and is just sort of hanging there, perfectly fine. But within just a few moments, the other one is seized around the neck by these tendrily-like vines from his other side as they reach around and grab him and start crushing him as you see stepping around from a tree.
Hey.
God damn it.
And Car, if you would like to describe what they see, please.
Hey.
All right. So I basically, you see melting out of the forest beside you, almost as if stepping from a tree, a female orc, kind of small for a female orc, right about 6 feet tall, only about 200 pounds, kind of petite. Black hair, the underside is shaved in the back. It's long, held up in a messy bun that's secured with a leather string. There's some tiny wooden beads along the string. They seem to be in some kind of pattern. And there's a smooth stick stuck through the bun. It kind of looks like a single kanzashi. Her skin is light, but it's an earthy tone of green, not like bright. Tusks are fairly small. They look more like really kind of oversized fangs. Her left forearm is covered in a tattoo of a woven pattern that looks like thorny vines. The tattoo itself is really difficult to look at for more than a moment. It confuses the eye with the twists and the spikes, and that's where the vines are coming from, is straight out of her arm. She has other tattoos on the left side of her neck, on her right shoulder, and her bicep. They seem to be fairly traditional patterns. Some seem recognizable as things you may have seen orcs earn for success or blessings. Others mark her clan and her relationships. She's wearing light leather armor along with several short necklaces and a wide leather band on her right wrist. She does not wear shoes. She has a plain leather belt with several pouches attached to it, including a water pouch, and it has a wooden shield slung across her back, carrying a spear in her right hand. She's wearing a hooded cloak, and as that cloak falls backwards, that's what allows you to see her. As she steps forward, or as I step forward, all focus completely on the orcs, flick of the wrist toward behind her, kind of towards you guys with her spear, and oi! And what pops up, RTM, you can see is a splash of flowers with the same symbol over and over again. It's a triangle with little slashes through each of the points, and you can tell that means in Druidic danger or dangerous. As she goes for the orcs.
I'd like you to, Car, if you would, go ahead and roll 3d6 for me.
Okay.
And the rest of you, roll me initiative, please.
Hey.
Hell
God.
yeah. They were fakes.
That was so fast.
They were fakes.
All right. And I'm sorry, what am I rolling again? I'm all like,
Roll 3d6 for me. That's going to be the damage.
okay.
See, your mistake, RTM, was you got to do like with an Uber driver, and you don't say your name. You ask them their name. Or you don't say, are you with blah, 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 because they can just be like, yes. You say, who are you with? And they tell you.
So, I'm a tired girl. 2 1s and a 3.
Okay.
Oof, oof.
It's been a long couple of times.
And Stacey, you can go ahead and roll initiative for me as well.
Okay. And I'm sorry, can you remind me what I roll for initiative?
Yeah, it'll be a d20 plus your dex mod, but you also have on your character sheet a thing that says initiative up by, I believe, your AC.
Yep.
All right, 25 to 20.
Oh boy.
Uh,
Uh-oh.
All
Yeah, I hope y'all
Close.
did better than me.
It says
oh, actually, I'm sorry. I'm not Bart. I have a +3 dex. Dirty 20. Sorry.
You have a +3 dex?
Yep.
Okay, all right.
um, okay, so a natural 20 plus my dex is
Shit.
1 is +1.
Okay, so 21. Nice.
Nice.
There we go.
Hey.
Nice. Making up for that 2 1s and a 3.
I'm tired, but I'm eager.
20 to 15. Let's hear it.
Oh no.
19.
19. Okay.
19 as well.
All right. The brother's coming in strong.
18 plus 1, buddy.
All right.
Did it. I can't laugh. This
Fif-
is very hard.
15 to 10.
14.
13.
Milo, then Koshik.
Actually, 18. Sorry. I forgot I don't even have any bonus to initiative.
Oh shit.
Okay. Where's Crowley at?
8.
8.
8 to me as well.
Both of you roll a d20. I'm pretty sure both of you have +5 to your dex, right?
No, I have +4.
+4. And you have +5, Ganwin?
Mhm.
Okay.
Yep. Sir.
That's right. You have an 18 dex. All right. Car, as you get the jump on these two tribe mates, what would you like to do? You have, your tendrils have lashed out, though when you have stepped out, your tribe mate grabs onto these tendrils and starts forcing them back, not doing as much damage as you would like to them. The other one just sort of deadpan face, hanging there by his foot, still alive and perfectly okay, but sort of.
Oh no, was that me? Or, oh.
No, that's me. I'm back. Sorry, guys. Sort of just
I wasn't-
deadpan in the air, hanging upside down. I'm gonna try to keep it rolling when that stuff happens tonight. Hanging there, deadpan face, still alive and still okay. You can continue your grapple onto your tribe mate and continue to do 3d6, or you could do something else. What would you like to do?
Excuse me. Can I use Shillelagh?
Yeah.
Okay, let's do that.
Okay.
I'm not sure
Yeah.
how-
You're
What do I need?
that
I'm
just.
sorry, go ahead.
Yeah. No. Go ahead and make an attack with your wisdom modifier. So it'll be a spell attack. I need to have your
Okay.
sheet pulled up.
Bonking him. Give him the stick.
And I can just click on wisdom and it'll roll, right?
It'll go ahead and do that, and we'll add 4 to it because that's your proficiency.
Okay. It said 16.
16 will still hit.
But the die was a 1, but the wisdom said 7 plus 9, or maybe it was a 7, and I just thought it looked like a 1.
Yeah, 7 plus 9, so 16 total. Yeah, that'll hit. Go ahead and roll me. Give me 1 second. I need to see what this is going to do for you. Because as much as I should know Shillelagh, I don't very well.
It just makes her weapon a 1d8.
Yeah, so go ahead and roll your
Magical.
Shillelagh damage. So it'll be 1d8 plus 5.
Okay.
2.
That's a 6.
6 total.
Yeah, I'm struggling.
That's okay. That's okay.
Been alone in the swamp. Struggle bus.
It's very hard
So-
not to smile right now. This is difficult.
Okay.
Mustache.
Very well. Is that in your turn, Car? Is there anything you would like to do?
To shout out, oi, ready fire if you have it.
Okay. That's going to bring us down to Artyom's turn.
Well, let's see. I will probably making a quick judgment call that these guys seem shady as fuck, and this person seems to at least have some inkling of druid craft. Sure, I'll. Seems like they're in the right. I would say at a glance, and these orcs, what are they wearing for armor?
It looks like basic leathers.
Basic leathers. Okay,
Yeah.
so they at least used to be druids maybe at some point. And you said one of them is being held entirely aloft?
Correct.
Okay. Yeah, I guess in that case, I will do as the lady asks, and I will use my action to cast Water Walk on the party.
Okay.
So that we're not slowed down in combat at all. And I will use my bonus action to wild shape into a fire elemental.
Woo!
Yeah,
Okay.
So I will just sort of start running and just kind of dust away into flames.
All right.
And one second. And then I'll just move forward towards them, and the one that's being held, I will just move into its space.
Okay. It is restrained. It automatically fails the check. So when you move, is it when you move or on the top of their turn? Kind of doesn't matter because they go next.
God damn.
I'll let you know.
19 plus 1.
They did good.
They did.
So is it
Everybody?
clear that you are aggressively moving on these two orcs that we were following?
I just literally transformed into a large fire elemental and engulfed one in flames with my body.
Oh, okay.
And
Oh, man.
over the telepathic bond, they'll say, I told you these guys seemed fishy. It will do only 3 fire damage to that guy.
Okay.
Is he
All right.
on fire though?
He is currently
Okay.
lit aflame.
Okay.
Yes.
Nice.
Artyom, as you do that and you turn into fire. Well, we'll leave that. You run forward, your body just breaks down into ash, starts swirling into a fire tornado, and you just engulf this guy that is currently hung up by some arcane means. That end your turn. It's now going to be their turn.
Boy.
One is going to attempt to get out of this shitty situation he is in. However, with this spell, it's an intelligence-based spell, an intelligence DC, which I did not know. Oh, it's an Arcana check against your DC. This should go well for him. I rolled a natural 20.
I guess it will.
Car, you look over as you're sort of still sitting here stabbing this one, and your spell, as he reaches up to his foot, grabs his foot, pulls down, and he himself falls to the ground and is now prone in Artyom's space. He'll use half of his movement to stand up and get out of the flames. He'll back up away and towards Car. I'll say that's about 10 feet away from you, Artyom. You would have an attack of opportunity here if you'd like to take it.
I would. You know what? I'll see his 20 with another natural 20.
Nice. Go ahead and roll damage.
Ew.
That is oh well, I just rolled 4d6 instead of 2d6 and got 17 plus 3, so 20 points of fire damage.
Shit. Nice. Okay. 20 points of fire. As he steps away from you, just take a fiery claw sort of apparates out of the side of this fire tornado and just scrape up through his body, lighting him ablaze. He is still on fire, so he is actually going to take another 5 points because that was his action to do so. God damn. This guy's getting his booty hole slapped already.
Oh, no.
Steps over to you, Car, and on fire, you guys see him step around. He says, "She lies. She absconded." That's going to be his turn. The other one,
It's a pretty good argument.
is going to
Nah.
step back and try to thrust the spear at you, Car. For an 11 total. I don't think that hits.
Your AC should be kind of up near the top.
It's not.
Above
Okay.
your actions.
I got your. I have your sheet
I
pulled up.
doubt it, but
It does not hit. Is going to do that, and then is going to just flank around Car to prevent any sort of you running off anywhere. That is going to end their turn, though. Melgrim, what would you like to do? And then Gorham, you're on deck.
All right. With my bonus action, gonna whip the sword out, say the magic words, light this bitch on fire. And
The question is, who will you hit?
yeah, that's a good question. Yeah, we're gonna go.
The closest is your brother, for your reference.
Yep, we're just gonna hit the button. No. We're gonna go for this this orc that got out and is trying to hit Car.
Okay, go for it.
smack him up.
For a 21.
21 will hit, yes.
God damn.
And for reference, I'm using this one-handed.
Okay.
Smack him in the toes.
Oh, really? 1 on the dice roll for damage.
Oh.
Oof. So that'll be 10?
10 damage? Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Holy shit.
10 of the slashing. And that'll be 7 fear damage.
Okay.
Oh, the fear damage.
Yes.
All right.
Classic. The classic.
We're going to go for another swipe.
All right, go for it.
For an 18 to
18,
hit.
18 will hit.
For 13 points slashing damage.
Yeah, go ahead and roll your fire damage.
Oh shit.
Uh-oh.
That
And
fucked on.
4 fire damage.
Okay, still standing. You go up 2 big swings, shield in hand, flaming sword cuts up and down the back. Melgrim, he just gives you a slight look behind, and then back to Car. Ending your turn, that's going to bring us over to Gorham. What would you like to do?
Well, yeah, you got to back up your brother, so I'm gonna trot up on Bursty and start wailing on that guy too.
From the back of Bursty, just bringing the hammer down. It says two-handed, so you're any so if Bursty takes off in a direction, you're gonna be maybe
He's got the
difficult
grip
to hold
strength. He's got
on.
the grip strength.
He
with the
thigh
thighs.
gripped on him,
Yeah,
yeah.
he's got the thigh
Are you
grip
gonna
strength.
do it?
Yeah,
What's
exactly.
what's the exercise called? Doesn't matter. Go ahead.
Yeah, let's not go there.
He's
Go
the
ahead.
saddle, right? He comes with a saddle.
To clarify really quickly before you start swinging, your brother's wailing on the one that has not been caught on fire, and there is one that is currently on fire. Which one are you hitting?
The one that's not on fire, the one that Melgrim was hitting.
Okay, go ahead and swing.
25 to hit.
Will hit.
Smack him up.
That's a lot of damage. 23 bludgeoning damage.
One big crush straight down onto his spinal column.
Ouch.
He crumples and falls to the ground.
How far away is the other guy?
He's like right beside them. They both swarmed up on Carr.
Can I use my second attack to hit him?
Yeah, go for it.
Cool beans.
Ah, the beans that are chilled.
18.
18 will hit.
$19 bludgeoning damage on that one.
Oh God.
Okay. He is still up.
And yeah, that's it for my turn, I believe.
Okay. You can come up, riding up on Bursty. One big swing to the back of one's column. The other one, boom, takes it. Is physically shunted, but his face does not shift. There is no grimace of pain or reaction to it. Eyes are locked on Carr. All right. And in Gorham's turn, Milo, what would you like to do?
Milo is a little freaked out. Everything happened really fast.
Yep.
But he trusts Artyom's judgment, so I imagine with everyone crowding around him, he doesn't have like super great line of sight. So
Yeah.
do a little bit of a rocket jump just to get some leverage. He'll rack a lever back on his gauntlet, causing a little cannon barrel to pop out and fire a firebolt at the one standing. He's gonna, oh shit!
Okay. Go ahead and roll.
I'll be in 18.
18 will hit. Yes.
Pull this earbud out my ear trying to grab my dice. That is going to be 13 points of fire damage.
Okay. Yeah. Yes, that will do it. Milo, you reach out over to that one and just through the neck falls down. You guys are out of initiative.
What the hell was that?
Turn to look at Carr.
Couple of moments go by. You look at Carr. What is Carr doing in this very moment?
Car's watching the ground, watching their bodies, to see. Can I?
Okay.
Do I
Roll a
see
perception check for me. What is everybody else doing? Carr is currently just looking at both of them.
Just gonna ask in the group chat what's going on up there, and I'm just gonna turn and doing like watch it, looking behind us and all everywhere to see if there's any more hostilities.
Give me a perception check.
12.
12.
14.
14. Okay. You currently do not see anyone sort of approaching you right now, Gano and Carr. It's not a hard check. You're right there up on these things looking around desperately. Our team has set one on fire. The druid that you threw up and you've been sort of following indirectly, at least. He caught one of them on fire. And as you see one burning, you see it start crawling from the nostril, pulling itself out like a large centipede, pulling itself out, and immediately hits the flames that our team's put on this. And those that are around, so Gorham, Melgrim, and Artyom's not too far, you guys right there, all see this sort of thing start crawling out of its nose, pulling itself out, and just starts writhing. It looks like a large, bulbous, pale, slimy centipede that doesn't maintain its weight. It's like pinkish, whitish color as it pulls itself out, and it just bursts when it hits the flames after a moment. And you just hear, "Ah!"
Does it seem like it's a creature of Zoriat?
Give me an Arcana check.
I could give you one. What about a nature check? That could be pretty good.
It's not a nature check.
Untrained, that's still 16 plus 3.
It very well could be. You've never seen anything like this in your in your world. So, couple of moments go by, Carr, and out of the mouth of the other one pulling itself off, not on fire, starts to scramble and try to get away.
Milo will shoot it immediately.
And you're about 30 feet back still because you haven't moved up. This is a tiny creature from this
Oh,
far.
If
I was
Malgrim
rocket
is-
jumping toward him, so it should be.
Oh,
like
okay. I
15
didn't
feet.
realize you were moving up or moving up to them. I thought you were just moving up.
I was
But
intending like a diagonal, like kind of a.
okay. Car, you're right there. Our team, you're right there. Milo, sort of above everyone right now. Milo, that firebolt would be disadvantaged from right here. It's like a like
disadvantage. Okay.
correct.
All right, so it will not be a 19. It will be a 15.
Okay, 15 will still hit. Go for it. You were muted when you said your damage.
Oh, sorry, 14 fire damage.
Holy shit! Yeah.
Nice.
Nice, good stuff.
A 10 and a 4 on those 2d10
Good
too.
rolls.
You see this thing start crawling out of the mouth of it. You aim your cannon. And it burns away. You guys are
Milo's
sitting.
still staring at it, like just this horrified look on his face.
I'd like to just sort of thorn whip both of these bodies together and just give them, just a nice big hug. Just keep them in close and
Okay.
just let them go to ash and bone.
You guys see RTM Thorn appearing just a few feet in front of you guys, snatching these bodies out into the middle of this like swamp, less watery swamp area, and just fire tornadoes these bodies. It's going to take a couple of minutes to do that, so you guys have a moment to speak while you just have in the background as RTM burns away these orcs.
So Gorham's gonna turn to our orc friend, say, "Who are you? What was that?" I'm saying this in Orcish, by the way.
Just at the second when Milo, burned the second one, and it was clear that they were gone. I just kind of sag for a moment before I pick myself back up, turn to RTM, grab him forearm to forearm. Thank you, brother.
No, I am made of fire right now.
No. Okay, never mind. No. So, and just turn to it. Oi. It's a long story. They've been taken. My whole tribe has been taken by those creatures. There's more of those? The entire tribe. I'm the only one.
Fuck.
Do we really need to be here?
I've been hunting them one by one in the shadows for weeks. I've gotten some. And I believe our leader is still safe. So I have to get to him.
Well,
Because
we are,
the sea is in danger.
I can't respond verbally as an elemental, but I can respond to you in your brain. Just hear Artyom's kind of normal voice just say, hey, well, if you're, what are these things from Zoriat? We heard that are you part of the Ebon Shield?
Oi, yes. I'm the
Which one?
last of the tribe.
Okay.
I am the last of the Ebon Shield.
Are these normal creatures? We were told that your tribe had safeguarded against Zoriat.
I don't know.
Okay.
They came from nowhere. The only way to destroy them when they leave the body is through fire or magic. And they can't be destroyed inside the body.
Yeah, I guess, is it possible to to use telepathic bond and to use the Kalashtar ability to speak in someone's thoughts at the same time, so I can just kind of do a broadcasted mental communication?
Sure, but I'll say the one that is left out of the telepathic bond will not be able to respond to everyone, just to you.
Right.
Yeah. Go for it.
But she can still respond verbally.
With those ears, man, you can broadcast what you want to.
Bruh.
And you can hear everything from everywhere.
Milo's got keen hearing for sure.
Perception
advantage on
check.
perception
You get
checks.
yeah.
You wear armor, unfortunately.
Oh no, they're just okay. Anyway, getting off track. So these creatures, do they take over the brain? They take over the mind? Like, how does this thing work?
Brother, I don't know. I wish I did. All I know is that my people are not my people anymore, and we are all in very grave danger.
Okay. And you said there is some left then. Good, your chief is safe.
I don't know. I know they took him. He was taken. The rest were this.
Well, how far away is your tribe? Is your home?
DM, how far away?
You would know that it is. You haven't been there in some time, but you know this swamp fairly well. You would know that you're about a hard day's travel north of here, barring running into anything that may obstruct you. You know the forest has been changing, or the swamp has been changing around you recently, so things could be different. Things could be. You're not sure what lies deeper in. You've run into some things, and you've kind of kept a perimeter around and found anyone sort of strays that left one by one.
I haven't been home for a month. Home is our home is a hard day for me. Travel kind of looks at you guys like maybe more. I don't know how you're able to move, but definitely one hard day's travel. The forest, it's different. It changes. It moves every day. I've been trying to keep outsiders out and to keep them from getting out. So we can go. I'm not sure what we may run into on the path.
Do these things affect animals as well?
I haven't seen that.
So
But
just the orcs that you know of so far.
That I know. That I know.
Well, if there's any tribe members left, then as far as I'm concerned, we need to find them and get them to Corda Hagra.
I heard you say before, my calling, I have to, everything in my life is to keep safe, right? To not let strangers into these woods because this is unsafe. My job is to protect you. Why do you come here? Why would I let this forest? I appreciate your help. Thank you. But still, this is not your place. You should not be here.
Yeah, the same reason you protect the forest, we protect everywhere. Zoriat threatens the world, and we need all able druids to help reinforce the seals whenever this breach may or may not come up in a few months' time.
How did you become called to do this?
Yeah, it was kind of at the epicenter of finding out about it. And I got a little bit of a history with Zoriat. Long story. Really, really long, way back story.
You and your companions can handle yourselves. Your help will be appreciated. If you want to come, you know the danger. There is time for stories on the road.
Yeah, it's our job to come here and retrieve you. So let's get going.
Okay. I don't want to make assumptions here, but We just got one marching order. I'm going to assume that stays the same. Car, would you like to take point on here, or?
I will not be directly in front of the party. How
Okay.
wet is this swamp?
There are murky ponds about, like, and that seep into the ground and area around. It's pretty mucky. You guys are, because you guys are sort of walking through here with you taking point, your survival skill being high enough to sort of navigate at least this far without sinking down into the muck.
Well, the reason I ask is that are we pretty much treading water everywhere we go, or
Not everywhere, but with water walk, it will certainly help to where you don't have to worry about that anymore.
okay? I was just going to keep my form up for another 5 hours and
Okay.
stay off to the side of the party and kind of, since I'm not going to get tired, just sort of moving back and forth over what land there doesn't immediately sink in the water, since going through not large, but immersing parts of my body in water does deal damage to me. So I was trying to just sort of avoid that and not get directly in front of it in case I do start catching things on fire, or I don't know, if there's gassy areas of methane.
Right. Which
Oh no.
you do smell as you get further into the swamp, just the general smell of decay going on and those gases being released. So not enough to light up the swamp, it seems, at least not at the moment. But very well. Artyom off to the side. You guys are walking along. Car sort of guiding you guys through the swamp. Are there any sort of conversations or questions that you guys have over this time of traveling? Now would be the time to have them.
I'll introduce myself as we walk. I'm Karlagla of Gashkala, the Ebon Shield. I'm born here. I've raised here. This is my life. This is my purpose. Is to guard the seal. Who are you?
I am Artyom. I'm a druid like you. Just trying to save the world. It's a long story, but we're part of the Shining Vanguard. We're heroes. When we're not fucking about.
One man's hero is another man's terrorist. Who are you a
Yeah.
hero to?
Probably been called both of those things before, but heroes to people who need it. And right now, the whole world needs it. So
Correction, not probably. Definitely.
Definitely.
You guys watched it on big screen.
We did.
Yeah.
We saw it live. The announcement.
I saw no name calling. I don't know.
I'm
Our
not
new
gonna.
friends have to know that.
I mean, I don't think she has a view screen to see those kinds of news updates. Unless they're about to just enter some like Wakanda shit with no one's
Really high
expecting.
tech.
Yeah.
That'd be crazy.
Yeah. We've helped the people all over. It's we get around quite a bit.
Look at Milo. You, metal boy.
I'm a scientist.
Awkwardly
Scientist.
looking around him like he thinks one of those grubs is gonna like leap out of a tree at him.
Good. Be scared. This is a scary place.
Yep.
What is scientist? Tell me. What is your purpose with this group?
I make things, and I know things.
I know things. Am I a scientist? What do you know?
He'll kind of cock his helmeted head at you and be like,
I'm sure someone can consider you one.
Why? Why are you here? The druid, he says he has ancient history. I know it is part of our people. We are called to these things. Why are you here?
Because the world needs us to help out. More importantly, my friends need me to help out. Do you have friends? Oh,
No longer.
That's fucked up.
that's
Okay.
he caught himself a little late on that one.
No, they're dead. Dead to me. Man with the pig. Who are you? Are you here?
It's a
I'm
boar.
gonna lose my mustache, dude.
First
I'm
off,
gonna lose my.
sorry, brother.
Thirsty just frowns sadly.
It's a small pig. Go.
I'm a dwarf. First of all, my name is Gorham, son of Garum of Clan Andrund, the Hammer of Vengeance. And this boar is my friend Bursty. And he'll probably give you an angry snuffle. An offended snuffle.
He gave you the full title. He was.
It's good to meet you, Gorham. You fight well. Why are you with this group? What brings you here? Many dwarves do not come to this swamp.
My companions aim to save the world. There's no one to bring vengeance against if there's no world.
Car's kind of like, point. And you, other dwarf, why are you here?
Awesome.
Gandalin, I want you to make a
Cool.
perception check for me. Gandalin and Koshik.
Fuck me. Am I still? Do I still? Am I? Since I didn't do anything in that combat, did my 32 persist?
Yes.
Fantastic.
17 plus 9.
12.
To
Is-
26 total.
Is
And
these
Can I
equipment.
26, 12 total, Gandalin?
Yep. Can I see? I'm legally blind.
Wait, if you're stealthing behind us and the rest of us have water walk, are you just kind of like wandering throughout the woods like, oh man, guys?
He's
I hope
swinging through
not.
trees.
I don't know.
Well, he had it cast on him at the beginning of this morning, correct?
Oh, I cast telepathic bond. I cast a water walking when we got the.
Sploosh, sploosh, sploosh.
Okay, I'm back. You cast water walk at the fight. I got you. Yeah.
Right. And he was
Awesome.
he was more than 30 feet away.
Gotcha. So
I guess I am very far behind right now.
you've maintained your 20 feet, but you are working pretty vigorously to keep up this pace.
Awesome. Hence why I cannot see anything. I'm
You are breathing
in
very
through
hard.
my nose, out through my mouth. I'm having to stress very hard to not breathe so loudly to break myself.
Yeah. There's a lot of concentration going into what you're doing right now. Koshik, as they're sort of talking in front of you and you're just sort of keeping an eye out, you look over, looking through the woods, the barren trees beside you. You look over past the tree and you see about half of an orcish face. Female, hair just sort of hanging down, stringy black hair hanging down, looking at you from around a tree. Her head's lower than it should be.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Maybe she's
Is she
crouched behind the tree or something.
Is she moving? Like, is she dead?
Currently, it doesn't look like she's moving. She may be dead. You're not exactly sure.
Immediate group chat. I see an orc staring at me. Female, here. Kind of like motions in the direction with my nog.
The nog.
What direction is it from the party?
Currently, this one that she sees is off to the left.
Okay, in front of us to the left.
Yes.
Yeah,
No more than 30 feet.
If I saw it, when she kind of gestures in that direction, is it fairly visible?
I'll give you another perception check for it, but you are fairly far back. Go ahead and roll another perception check for me.
18 that time, much better.
I'll say with an 18, yes.
I haven't rolled into the double digits yet today. Oh boy. All right. I would immediately start swinging out, like kind of at a diagonal parallel
Okay.
from the party to be able to get a look at like where it's at behind the tree, with
Okay.
a more direct line of sight on it.
Gotcha. As you do, Ganowin, you sort of swing out wide. Its eyes.
Oh shit.
Sort of flicking around.
Does it seem to ever look directly at me?
Does it seem to? But the eyes have moved.
I'll just call out mentally with Clash Star stuff to Car dual lift friend or foe and just start making a fiery beeline towards this person.
Okay.
Full.
As-
Always full.
You start heading, just beelining towards this Ganowin, sort of circling out wide. You just hear not one, but two from either side of you, one on the left and the right, as they each step around from a tree each. And you see what at least used to be an orc, hanging backwards like its spine has been snapped in half, holding backwards, its chest and ribs bursts open with what looks to be a large wasp's nest or beehive protruding from its nest as insects start flying out and towards you guys. I need everyone to launch Tailspire and roll initiative for me.
Hey, I'm already in there.
Not the bees.
No. Don't be caught. Oh shit, it's caught.
Boy. All right, I'm not rolling that one. We're rolling the other d6. That one's
Ooh.
today.
I had a good initiative roll. Finally,
Okay.
thank you, God.
We're getting over 10. It's improvement.
Good job.
What I didn't do is
My mustache.
How long has this been since our previous engagement?
it's about noon now, so maybe about 3 hours. As you guys have
so
just sort
water
of been
walking has long since faded off the party.
Gotcha, because I keep thinking water walk lasts 8 hours, but it only lasts an hour.
Water breathing lasts 24 hours.
Right.
I think maybe we need to breathe underwater.
Yeah, we just swim there when it felt like the swamp was moving underneath your feet. That seems like a freaking great idea.
Okay, so we'll actually backtrack a little bit and say, Ganowin, you weren't struggling that much to keep up with the party.
Woohoo! I was for
about an hour, and then they
God
slowed
damn.
down. You're like, whew, maybe someone saw me struggling back here. They did not. You rolled a 32.
You see nothing.
Okay. And we are going to, close out of this to save some processing power. And then we are going to...
I still love the little please hold screen. Cracks me up.
Hell yeah. Oh, where's it at? Oh, there we go.
Mama.
All right, I am going to...
Mind for me, so y'all take care of me.
Oh shit. Do you need me to pull up Discord so you can see Tailspire, Mother Dearest?
Actually, that'd be great.
Okay. I'll just hop myself into the OG channel.
All right, we are gonna pop over to the battle map real quick.
Let's do it.
Hi. There we go. All right, I didn't have time to adjust the cameras, unfortunately, but we don't look too bad. No one's too out of place. So, let's summon you guys here so you can do what you need to do. Okay. You're being summoned here. And we are going to go ahead and put... Ooh, this music loud for me. It's a banger.
See, Milo's putting that guitar to use.
Damn it.
Yeah,
Come on, I'm ready for Hero Forge.
Please.
I'm ready for. I am going to go ahead and get your fire elemental in here, Ian. Or I'm sorry,
Yeah.
Artium.
I am the fire elemental.
Hey.
You
Oh hell yeah! That
We're-
looks awesome as shit.
beelining towards this one. You're off to the side of the party, so I'll say you're about right here. You guys saw the left one, so again, when you're about 20 feet back from
Yep.
the party,
Yep, and
We
I'm
fighting the
swung out,
mushrooms?
I guess, a little bit.
right about there. The rest of you in your marching order is going to be Carr up front right here. And then we're going to have... Oh, wait, that's not the marching order. Milo. Right behind her. Crowley and then Gorham.
Keep expecting with this map. I keep expecting to see Draugr, leeches, and slimes.
Boom. Okay, so everybody knows what we're looking at here. Everybody's here, right? Everybody can see everything?
Sure.
All right, awesome.
sir.
So you know what you're looking at. You see one off to the left right here under God's flashlight. That is the one that you guys have seen. And then you see another one nearly immediately for a little bit further back, but off to the right. Both of these just ribs and chest cracked open. And these flying mushrooms are our insects, okay?
Jeez.
Slime mushrooms. Okay, so this lady over here off to the left, that's the one the first one you said we saw?
Correct. That's why you're swinging
Okay,
off to the
perfect.
left there.
Yep, just making sure.
All right. So, initiatives, if you would
I
please.
didn't mean to do that. Sorry.
I'm using something a little bit differently, so I'm not going to do it the normal way. I'm going to call out names. Artium, initiative.
16.
Okay. Crowley.
18.
All right. Melgrim.
Yes, 22.
You guys are
Nice.
rolling
Damn,
really
That was a
well.
nat 20.
Gorham.
15.
Oh no, I wrote 5.
No.
Milo.
17.
17. Kaushik.
21.
God dang, guys. Hell yeah. Gandalin.
16.
16. And scroll back up here. Carr.
18.
Holy cow. Good shit, guys. Okay.
Nice.
Now we will.
I accidentally attacked one of the things in Tailspire. Sorry.
Kill them all. Ah! Mom, you can see okay? Car, I'm sorry. Car, you can see okay?
Boy, thank you.
What a twist. Carr is Gandalin's mother.
Yep.
You found
Not the human lady that we see multiple times.
She was hit with reincarnation forever ago.
Secretly a half orc
There are
this whole
some-
time.
Genetic acrobatics going on there.
Car is short for reincarnate
Acrobatics.
into an orc.
All right.
That might explain Ganoan's intelligence.
She is out for blood today.
That's actually, it was Gandalf who was reincarnated. He was originally a little orc kid. He died, came back as a human.
Okay.
Negligence.
I want to say, uh-oh. Gorham's camera messed up now randomly. What? You were okay. Oh, no, he's just not there anymore. Okay. Sorry.
Yeah, he said in Skype chat that he had to step away, but he could still hear us. He's got his headphones.
Okay, awesome. I just wanted to make sure. All right. Very well.
Is
We-
sorry, before we get
Yeah.
going, is Ganoan near me at all? Or he's
He
far?
is not currently. He's pretty far back. He was taking up the rear and sort of being a scout and making sure nothing was sneaking up from you guys.
Reverse scout.
Reverse
I
scout.
am the reverse scout.
Have you revealed yourself
Nope.
at all?
She does
Okay.
not know I exist.
Okay, fair enough.
Oh,
The Vanguard, if you will.
She's gonna start fighting you.
Hey, that's the reverse of a Vanguard. Vanguard goes in first.
Okay. With this,
I'm in rear guard.
Melgrim, you are first. What would you like to do? And then Kaushik, you're on deck.
Rage.
Okay. Bonus action rage.
And that bonus action 20 feet towards these bugs, I guess.
You gonna go for the bugs? Okay.
Yeah.
30 feet away, but 30 feet of movement will get you there.
And we're gonna slice and dice these things, I guess.
Go ahead. Just a fucking cloud of these like weird looking beetles flying around currently, dripping green onto the ground. Go ahead and roll.
Mushroom-shaped beetles.
Oh, that's beautiful. That is a natural 20.
Nice.
Ayo.
Yes!
Nice.
Now,
Brutal critical.
Oh yeah.
and for 6 plus stuff plus 17, 19, 14 points of this magical slashing damage
Okay.
doubled, I guess.
Well,
And
Double the first die roll,
yeah,
right.
and then add your strength stuff, and then we'll roll one more die.
yeah, that was the first die.
Okay.
And then 6 on rolled 6 on the second on the brutal critical die. Whoa.
Nice. Nice.
So 14. 6.
22. Oh wait, no, 6. 20.
Yeah.
I can't do math either. Math is very hard today.
Okay.
I'm telling you.
All right,
This
and
is a
then
struggle,
we're
holy
gonna
shit.
swipe again for a 24 to hit.
24 will hit.
For 10 points of magical slashing.
Okay. Pilgrim, as you're swiping through these things with your blade, you run up. You are hitting some of them, but your blade's just like, it's like hitting a swarm of bugs, man. It's just sort of like going through and trying to do what you can. And all right, is that gonna be it for your turn?
Well, that'll be it.
Awesome. Good
right.
turn. That is going to take us over to Kaushik. What would you like to do?
I would like to. Where did the ladies go on the map? I can't see them behind the trees anymore.
You may not
That's
have
probably
line of
just-
sight. You may need to move your character around a little bit, but one is right here and
Oh,
one is
one's
right
here?
here.
Okay, perfect. Okay, cool. Sorry. Yeah, I just had it too high up. I was looking at the wrong trees.
Gotcha.
I guess I'm gonna move up. I can't tell how far away I am from the bugs, but I would wanted to move up to the other swarm
Okay.
and try to start tearing into those.
You're about 55 feet away from those
Okay.
to the other
I can
swarm.
move. Can you measure me 30 and I'll move up?
Yeah, 30
I
feet's
think
gonna
I
be
have
right
30.
about there.
Oh, I can't. Okay, there we go. Okay, so. And so that'll put me about 20 or so feet away from them, right?
Yep.
Okay, perfect. So
I
what
said
would
yep
like to
and didn't
do-
even measure it. 25 feet. You're-
Yeah.
You're
Well,
25
I mean,
feet.
you
from
measured
them.
it beforehand, and I was about 50, whatever. it was,
Right.
so.
You're 25
so
feet
I
away
would like
from. Go ahead.
to do is guiding bolt that thing of bees or that thing of buggies.
Yeah. Go ahead and roll.
And I'm gonna do that at ow, my tooth at second level guiding bolt.
Okay.
Fingers crossed. That is a dirty 20. 11 plus
Will
9.
absolutely hit. Go ahead and roll.
Perfect. That will be not bad. 18 points of radiant damage.
Woo! You disperse a lot of them in that.
Okay.
As you reach out and you see some of these just and fall to the ground.
Then, as my bonus action, I would like to toll the bees.
Toll the bees.
May I please toll the bees? The bees need to roll a wisdom save.
Oh my fucking god.
Toll the bees. That's
Oh.
How many bees is that in the
Okay. All right.
a lot of bees.
That's a 13.
They do not succeed.
All right.
They are told for 14 points of necrotic damage.
Hold them. Okay.
Told.
All right.
I told those bees. And that will be the end of my turn.
Very well. Tasha, you hold your hand out once more after casting that biting, not the biting, the guiding
Oh
bolt.
God.
The biting
Lightning
bolt.
bolt.
Light bolt.
And
Mr. President.
as it reverberates around the bees, you just hear them start shaking and then like crumple from the outside and fall to the ground. Gone.
Holy
Sick.
shit.
All of them? They all gone?
Yes, from that cluster. All right, Gorham. It is now. Oh no. I'm so sorry. I skipped a lot of things. Crowley, it is now your turn.
Crowley is going to move up beside Gorham. I'm sorry, Melgrim. My bad.
Okay.
And he wants to be in front of the things, and he's going to use his action to cast his Tail of Spirits
Okay.
at Libby's, and it is a 30-foot cone, which I think, as the spirits come up and take the form like right in front of him through his mouth, and he breathes a 30-foot cone of fire out at the bees and the
Okay.
creature behind them.
You're just off of hitting her as well.
I can move up just a little bit more. Make sure, like, I had to measure twice.
It is a swarm, so I'll say if you move up into their space, you could.
I just pace right in front of them is what I'm trying to do, and because I measured before, and I don't know, because that looks very weird from where you're doing it.
Oh yeah, it's doing from real up high.
Real up
Right.
high and back, like I'm doing it from like right in my space and in front of me,
Right.
like where I am.
Let's see. I don't know why it's clicking.
That's way.
What is
Oh,
going
no.
on here? There's so many.
We can math. I promise we can.
This does not want us. Oh, it's because of the swarm. It doesn't want us to measure
Yeah.
because of the swarm.
I feel like it should be like right on the tip of 30, right there.
Well, it's important, so let's see.
Well, I mean, why does it let you do a line better? Nope.
And it's still from your space. It's not quite there to get to her.
I will keep edging up until I am right in the bees if I have to.
Yeah, if you get into the bees, I'll say you'll catch her right on the cusp of it.
All right, cool, whatever. Work on the measurement tool here. But everything's gonna have to roll me a dex save real quick, basically.
All right, give me 1 second on that. All right, as soon as you step into their area,
Yeah.
you're gonna take 5 points of piercing damage and
Sure.
4 points of poison damage, and then I'm gonna roll a dex save for them.
Mhm.
The bugs get a 16. The other ones get a 17.
17 makes the save.
Okay. I assume they will still take half.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Give me that damage.
So it's important. So 40-10 of my bardic inspiration
Okay.
at 36
Holy shit. Okay.
of fire damage.
All right. As you step into this swarm right here, gone
Holy shit.
from in front of you, and you singe the edge of this creature. All right. Awesome. Anything else for your turn?
Yes, now I will give bardic inspiration to who around me out there. To Gorham. I'll give him inspiration as a spirit goes up and is his hype man laying down a baseline.
All right. And in Crowley's turn, that's going to bring us around to Carr. Carr, what would you like to do?
And that'll be it.
Oh, I disconnected it for a second. All right, ending Crowley's turn. That's going to bring us around to Car. What would you like to do?
All right. Yeah, you gotta. Can you give me control of it
Oh, sure.
So-
Yeah,
Sorry,
I
I'm like-
can.
so that I can
Walk around.
move her around? You just get. So you're right here, where I got my cursor hovering over.
I can't see. Where do you have your cursor? Right over.
I'm lighting you up
Oh,
a little bit too.
All right, gotcha. And so where are the remaining bugs?
The bugs
There
have
are no
been
more
dispersed
bugs?
for now. There are 2 creatures still.
We got two
Your
orcs.
fallen
Okay.
orcish sisters. One to the left and one to the right.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Go ahead. No, you're right.
Oh, I was just gonna ask how far I
You're-
am from
You're
them.
about 50 feet from one and a little bit more than that than the other. About 70 feet from the other.
I'm gonna do. So for the one that's 70 feet away,
Yep.
is there anybody in that zone beside them that would be in danger if I do something?
Doesn't look like it. They're pretty far off.
Apart from each other.
Right. What'd you say about them?
I'm sorry, how far apart are they from one another?
I DC'd from my board, so I can't really measure that. So someone measure that for me, and I gotta
We can't, we're
reconnect.
stuck until you get back.
Wonderful.
We're waiting on GM.
I'm gonna guess
Eyeballing
probably
it.
about 50 feet.
Yeah, eyeballing it. Yeah, it looks like that. We're somewhere in the 50-60 range.
Yeah, we'll call it 50 feet apart.
Perfect. So I want to do call lightning in the middle. In the midpoint between the two of them.
Call lightning's a single creature on a single point. You can cast it out
Yeah.
to 120 feet
So
away
just the
from
one-
you.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it takes up a really big space, and anything in that space you can call down a lightning bolt that hits in a 10-foot area.
Right.
Okay, gotcha. I misread. So I was thinking it said 60-foot cone. And I was like, or circle. I was getting excited. So okay, so we'll do the one that's furthest away then. Since it's got 120-foot range,
Okay.
we'll do. I'll do call lightning like directly over her head.
Okay. All right. That is a dex save on her part, correct?
Oh,
Yep.
where'd it go? Sorry. It's like
You're
my
good.
sheet like disappeared. Okay, so it is yes, dex saving throw.
Okay. Damn, rolling good on the dex saves. That is a.
Hey, hold on. The cylinder's 10 foot tall, but it says it's a 60-foot radius.
And that's the area in which she can call lightning bolts down.
Correct.
Oh, so the storm clad's 60
Yeah,
feet.
yeah.
the
Right.
lightning's-
Exactly.
Okay, thank you. That
And
makes
yeah,
sense.
and
Right,
then
you can
call
still
lightning
cast
down
it there.
anywhere in that area.
Yeah.
So you
How's
can
all-
keep calling down lightning for as long as the spell is going anywhere in that area.
Right.
Sick.
Okay.
And yeah, they're 50 feet apart, so you can cast it right in between them, to hit either one of them that you want to. That dex save is an 18. So I believe she'll be taking half damage.
Yeah. So.
All right, what's the damage on that?
A full would be 3d10 or half on a successful
Right.
save.
So roll 3d10 and divide by 2.
Okay, so all right.
Good stuff. I really like call lightning. Such a cool spell.
Do you, if it's an odd number, and you have it, do you round up or down?
Down.
7.
7 points of damage to her. All right, not bad.
Could be worse. Could be worse. You can keep calling down lightning.
Yeah, that's
Can
the
it?
awesome thing about it. is
Yeah,
you
yeah.
can just
It
keep
lasts
calling
for
down.
a minute, and you can just keep calling down bolts of lightning.
Yeah, you can
every
just
time.
use your action on every turn to just.
Okay, great.
All right.
Yeah, it's fucking badass.
Okay. And that was 7. Awesome. Wonderful. Do you want to stay where you're at, Car, or do you want to move anywhere?
This is where you are at right now.
That's where I am. And we said I'm about, what would you say, Ian, about 50 feet from them?
Yeah, about 50 feet from this one, about 60 feet from, or 70 feet from the other one.
I'm gonna walk. I'm gonna move up about halfway toward the one. I want to stay outside of the cone.
Yeah, you don't. Yeah,
Yeah.
you don't want to call lightning on yourself.
Yeah, I don't want to put myself in danger, but I'd take a few steps, maybe like 10 feet, 15 feet, a little bit
So
closer.
like
Yeah.
here,
Okay.
you think?
Yeah, so I've got clear line of sight and nobody else between.
You guys see Car reach up into the sky, and the clouds around the top of these fiends, creatures, whatever they are, just goes dark. And then she pulls her hand down, and with it, just a crack of lightning hitting it in the tree beside it, and just blackening side of this creature. All right. Ending Car's turn. That's going to bring us around to Milo. Milo, what's up?
All right. They are engaging with this one to my left.
Correct.
Going to take to the skies again for another 15-foot diagonal towards that other one.
Okay.
And going to drop a bolt on her.
All right, go ahead. You said 15 foot up?
15 foot up and 15 feet forward.
Okay, I moved you 15 feet up. You can move yourself how 15 feet forward. So right there behind Gorham. Bingo. All right. Or Melgrim, I'm sorry. It's the fog, I swear.
It'll be 21.
21 will hit, yeah.
21. Less impressive, 11 points of fire damage.
11 points. All right.
And bonus action to get those shieldy shields up.
All right. Fly up. One firebolt straight down on this thing. You singe up the hive on it in its chest a little bit. And it just lets out this awful scream. All right. Is that in your turn, Milo?
That is my turn.
It's going to bring us to their turn.
Shit.
Interjection. The Kestrel, I will have just circling, looking for more than just these two.
Okay.
Making sure we're not about to get jumped.
I'll leave the Kestrel out of the equation right now, but we'll say they're just sort of circling around right now looking. All right. Very well. That's going to bring us to their turn, which means as a bonus action.
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
You just hear this deep buzzing sound coming from inside her chest as another swarm is produced. And they'll still go on their initiative. It's her movement. She moves up. Actually, let me keep her right there for right now. The straight line measuring tool, but well, I guess it's all of them.
Very hard time. Yeah.
That's her movement speed. She's going to step up right here.
Woodsy areas in Saltmarsh.
Right.
Is all the stuff.
Lost connection again, and I'm back. Wonderful. Awesome. So, I don't know. My internet sucks. Sorry, guys. Everybody watching and you guys playing with me. She's going to step up right here, and you see her just like shambling up Crowley, and as she does, she's going to like just swipe out at you. That's not going to hit, I don't think. That's a 12 on the first one. And a 12 12 on the second one. This she just swipes
noodling
out, and you're just sort of dodging right now. That's gonna be her turn, and we're gonna go to the other one, which is also going to use its bonus action. And then move up 30 feet.
Not the bees.
Not the bees, right about there. Bloom. She's gonna use her action too. Bloop. She is there, but she has used her action to get there. So that is going to end her turn. As these things, you just see flying out of their chest more of these things, and possibly so. An interesting note you guys see as these beetles crawl out of these hives, more of them that do not fly off, crawl down to the hive mother's, for lack of a better term, skin, and it seems to like start rebuilding, grafting back skin.
Fuck.
Oh, okay. All right. Ending their turn, that is going to bring us around to our team. What would you like to do?
All right.
I think I have a higher dex than you, technically, correct?
Oh, what'd
You
you roll
both
for
had
initiative?
16s.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
This may make your job a little easier. First of all, Dungeon Master,
What's up?
it doesn't say on the item what is the throwing range on the kukri.
The full throwing range is 30 feet for 1, 15 feet for 2.
Like,
Makes sense?
I can only throw them 15 feet, but the pull is 30 feet.
Right. No. I'm saying if you're throwing both of them, you still have to hold on to an arcane link. The total length of the arcane is 30 feet.
Oh, it
So if you're
has.
throwing both of them and holding on to the arcane link, it's 15 feet. Throwing one towards them, 30 feet.
That makes sense. Okay. So, all right, we're gonna do a gamble Reno here. God, it's hard to see these squares a little bit. 5, 10, 15, 20.
If you get within 5 feet of me, you'll take damage.
Right. Okay. Goodness. 25, 30.
Okay.
And would you say I still have a clear line of sight on her from here?
Let's zoom into first person perspective, shall we? Yeah. Crowley's being nimbly in that space right now, but you can still throw it without much of a penalty.
Okay, and then since I'm stealth, I'm gonna yeet this first one at advantage.
Yeah, go for it.
Okay. That's a 24
24 definitely hits.
on number 1, which I'll just go ahead and give you that damage. 4, 5, so 10 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
Or I'm sorry, 11 points because plus 6. 11 points of piercing damage on the first one, and I'm just gonna wrap my arm in the arcane link and use my bonus action to try to yank her towards me.
Okay, that was 11 damage, right?
Yep, that is correct.
Okay. All right. And she's going to make a strength saving throw. That's going to be a total failure for a 7 total.
Okay, so full 30 feet right in front of me.
Artyom, what's the damage on within 5 feet?
1d10.
Go ahead and roll it for me.
5.
Right.
Well, actually, let me check on that. I think it might not be right. Okay, no. It's if they attack me within 5 feet. It's not just within 5 feet.
Okay, so she's going to get 5 hit points back. However, as soon as your kukri hits Gandwin and you pull her, as soon as it does damage on the hit,
Uh-oh. Sorry. Sorry, Crowley.
yeah, Melgrim's still 10 feet away.
What's going on?
Crowley, you take 11 points of poison damage as he hits the hive, and this thing just goes poison everywhere.
So 11?
11, yes.
Okay, did it seem to be when it pierced its skin?
Looked like it.
Okay, and so I'm just gonna go, when I was getting ready to go in to shove the other kukri into it,
Mhm.
I was gonna flip it around and punch the shit out of it.
Go for it.
I'm like, oh, nope, not that, whack! Oh, man. That's gonna be a 21 to hit.
21 will hit. When you hit it, you take 8 points of poison damage.
Okay, bludgeon damage still does it. All right, noted. That's 11 points of bludgeon damage on it, though. Oh.
Okay.
Nope.
As you
that
hit
doesn't work either.
like just like green goo all over yourself right now.
Oh, this is disgusting. Ow. Yeah, all right. That's everything, I believe.
Okay. All right.
Yep.
Ending your turn, Gandalf. That's going to bring us around to Artyom. What would you like to do?
I would like to, since I'm taking up this square right here,
Mm-hmm.
shimmy over one square.
And take up the same space.
Yeah. So she takes the 1d10 from that, and that's only a 2.
Okay.
And then I would like to multi-attack her for 2 touches.
All right.
Uh,
Artyom, are you immune to poison?
Yep.
Okay.
Ah, fuck.
Does it splash on the Gandalf one after the first one?
It does.
Okay.
Boy.
Gandalf, when you take an additional 4 points of poison damage.
Ooh, mama. All right.
Then I will only attack it 1 time.
Okay.
All right.
The first attack's a 16 plus a lot of things. I'm assuming that hits.
That will hit.
A couple of thingamabobs.
But it does 13 points of fire damage.
Nice.
Okay.
Let me
Yeah,
make
no.
sure.
Oh shit. Gandalf, when you take an additional 13 points of poison damage when he rakes it up with the claw.
Oh.
Oh, so it exploded just from being within my area?
Any damage.
Okay.
Oh. Oh boy. Oh no. Okay. All right. We're good. We're all good. Okay.
No, my reincarnated son.
What's the damage on the claw you said?
The area was 2 and the claw was 13.
13. Okay. All right.
Then, seeing that is not letting him have a good day, I will use the rest of my movement to just get inside the swarm and see if we can't toast it and give it my second attack.
All right.
It's actually to see on that one. I don't know. Oh wow. Okay, so 19 to hit total.
19 does hit.
All right. Unfortunately, only 5 points of damage from the touch attack,
Okay.
and that's my move.
All right. You said
But I
5 points, right?
Yeah, did I already roll the being in its area damage?
No, you haven't.
Okay. That's a 10. So
Nice.
max damage on the AoE.
All right. Entering their space, this is a weird battle of things that can do this. You take that's 10 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
And 1 point of poison damage, but you're immune, so never mind.
Right. And piercing's half, so I'll take 5 points.
5 points. Yep. All right. That end your turn, Artyom?
That ends my turn.
Awesome. That is going to bring us around to, I believe, Gorham. What would you like to do?
All right. Me and Bursty are going to
I need to put
move up
Bursty
to
on the
this
map.
lady, but we're gonna slide to the right.
Okay.
That's about 5 feet, right? I can't see the squares at all in this.
Yeah, that's
log.
fine. That's about 10 feet away from her if that's what you're going for.
I just want to be within my weapon's reach,
Yeah, yeah.
which I believe is 10 feet.
Yep.
And I'm gonna start smashing that hive.
Go for it. I had Bursty, or at least I thought I did.
A dirty 20.
Dirty 20 will hit.
That's 25 bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
How effective would you say the bludgeoning damage looks?
It looks like it's going through just fine.
Cool beans.
And you said 25?
Yes.
All right. Car, when he hits it with that camera, what? With that hammer, you take 12 points of poison damage as he hits it and just all over you. Green goop.
Gross. Nasty.
All right.
It is.
Awesome.
A little bit nasty.
Yay!
Okay.
The real question is, do I attack him again?
Right.
That's up to you, man.
Struggle is real.
Oh, there he is. Hello, Bursty.
You can sit, yeah.
Look at him.
I'm sorry, Carl. This thing has to die. 25
Oi,
hit.
do what you must.
25 does hit.
Okay, sorry. 12 bludgeoning damage. I'm gonna smite on this one if it's not dead.
Okay, it is not. Car, you take 11 points of poison damage when he hits it the second time, just splashing over you right now.
Second level smite. And 13 radiant damage.
13 radiant. Very nice. Awesome. 2 big slams into this, apologizing to Kara mid-swing as you bring the second one down. As you hit her, you're just like smacking this loose part of like dead corpse at first, and then with a big smite just come and hit the hive, and you just see this big gout of green goop just hit Kara right in the mouth.
Yuck.
All right. Does that end your turn?
Yeah.
All right, and in Gorham's turn, it's gonna bring us to the swarms.
Oh shit.
This is the first time they've gotten to go because they got smacked. They are gonna occupy your area. Gorham. Okay. Gorham, you take 4 points of piercing and 5 points of poison, and I think you're resistant as a dwarf down to 2. Gorham, important to note, as these bugs swarm you, one bites your skin and starts to crawl under.
Ew.
Oh! Oh!
That's my
Oh
nightmare.
no! Oh no! Oh! Oh!
No,
Oh
no,
god!
thank you.
Oh no!
Artyom, you'll get a opportunity attack against the swarm here as they fly, and their area is they can only occupy one space at a time.
It's a dirty 20.
20 will hit.
And it does double 1, so 5 points of fire damage.
5 points of fire damage. All right. Okay. Still really good as you have drastically reduced the numbers.
At the start of their turn, the 2 people that I was, is it their turn?
Yes, it is their turn. Will they take damage at the top of their turn?
They do. They take 1d10 points of fire damage if I was inside of them.
Roll the d10.
I want to rephrase that.
No.
If I move through their square. Wow. Okay, so that swarm, another 1, so
1 point.
And the one in front of Gandalf takes 8 points
Oh,
of fire damage.
fuck.
Yeah, sorry.
Oh no.
The one in front of Gandalf.
He stood on that
Oh.
one square as well.
Oh yeah, that's right. Because
Initiative.
they're on fire. That's right.
Uh-oh.
This is rough.
Sorry.
That's not a good exchange.
How
because
do you blind?
That's 14 points of poison damage.
Oh my god.
Aren't you blind?
I am.
Hey,
My
you're supposed
D8s
to
are
use fire.
hot right now.
The betrayal.
But she is gonna take that damage. That was how much damage?
Okay.
8
8
points.
fire.
You said
Okay.
14, right?
Correct.
Okay.
Double sevens, yeah.
Okay. Whew. Whew.
All right.
Yikes. We're having a hard
But she's
time.
not looking great either. You see the flames start to licking up the hive itself and up the rest of her. All right.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Ending. Well, they're going to attack. They are a little bit less effective now. Okay. Crowley. You take 4 points of piercing damage. I'm sorry. No. I don't think it matters for you, but you take 2 points of piercing and 2 points of poison, if that matters. All right. Crowley, you see one of these bugs crawl down into your
Quick
glove.
question. I'm so
Go for
sorry.
it. Go for it.
Dungeon Master.
Yeah.
Never mind. Nope. Never mind. Sorry.
You sure?
I thought something
Yeah.
would apply. Yeah. No. It's poison damage. You said, right?
Correct.
Okay. Yeah. No. Doesn't matter. My apologies.
Okay. All right. That is going to end their turn, though. Bringing us back around to the top of the initiative to Melgrim. What would you like to do? And then Kaushik, you're on deck. As soon as we wrap this up, we'll go on break.
Oh,
Did I get skipped, or was that just a really long?
Long turn.
It was a very
Yeah,
long
long
turn.
turn.
There's seven of
Lot
you
of
guys,
motherfuckers.
and well, 8 of you guys, and
8 of us, yeah.
4 of
That's a
them.
lot of those.
All right, we're gonna flame on, and I guess, man, it's difficult. I don't like this. Swing into this. Swing around next week.
Go for it.
And we're gonna swing into this swarm that is invading Crowley's space and try not to hit Crowley.
Okay. Go ahead and roll an attack.
I assume a 12 does not hit.
12 just misses.
Well,
Oof.
alrighty.
Come on, man. You got this.
Did Crowley
Okay.
inspire you or Gorham?
He inspired Gorham.
Gorham.
Okay. Darn.
Well, the second one is a natural 20.
There
Okay.
we go. Making up for it.
Jesus.
I'm gonna say with that natural 20, I'm gonna let you go ahead and roll your damage because that's fun. But the swarm is no more.
By how much is it no more?
By
That
how
is
much
the
is it no
real
more is the
question.
real question.
Yeah.
All right. So the first slicing damage roll is an 8. So 16 doubled.
Okay.
Your fire damage gets doubled as well.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then the second critical roll dice is a 6 roll.
Copyright infringement, not the critical roll dice. The brutal critical dice.
The brutal critical dice, yes. Oops. That'll be 12 points of fire damage.
Nice.
Okay. So 12 fire, 11 or 16 slashing. So 28 points of damage. You overkill it by over 20.
Holy shit.
As you slice
Nice.
and slice this, the last few, and the fire on your sword just sort of like erupts on the last of these bugs that are around here, and they fall down to the ground.
Crowley gets a
Hell
nice
yeah.
dusting of bug parts.
Yeah, just a little salt bay of insect pieces.
Yuck.
That's disgusting.
I'm covered head to toe for a reason.
Still gross.
He got little windshield wipers on his mask. He just
All
Oh,
right.
it's like
What else you want to do for your turn there, Melgrim? You move over there to your brother?
Yeah.
Is that it? All right, awesome. And in your turn, that is going to bring us to Kaushik. It is your turn. What would you like to do?
So is Gorham in the swarm? Like, if I pointedly go to hit them, will it hurt him?
It depends. It's going to be very hard for any of you guys to miss the swarm, but I'm going to say if you miss it by 5, you're going to hit Gorham.
Okay, but if like I hit the swarm,
Correct.
I don't hit Gorham.
Correct.
Okay, so I'm gonna guiding bolt this swarm.
Okay, go for it.
'Cause you know what it is.
Uh-huh.
That is a 17 plus 9.
17 plus 9 definitely hits.
So that
Just
hits. Okay, and so that I'm doing it 3rd level. I
All
wanna
right.
try to get rid of them as well as I can. So that is going to be, oh damn, that's not even that good. 12 points of radiant damage.
12 points of radiant. All right.
And then I want to double up. I want to toll the bees again.
Toll the bees. That is a
Yeah.
natural 2 on the save.
Sick. So the bees take an additional 9 points of the dead damage, necromantic.
You don't You don't completely negate the swarm. There are still some there that are just swarming around Gorham. But there are drastically fewer of them now.
The damage was not great, unfortunately.
All right.
But that's gonna be it for my turn.
It for your turn, Crowley. I need to read something. At the top of your turn, you take 2 piercing damage as you feel something that is crawled down into your glove start moving back up your arm.
Oh god.
What would you like to do?
Up my arm or in my arm?
Both.
So,
I don't like that at all.
time to just cut it off.
I will give you a free medicine check real quick if you would like.
Yeah, sure, I'll roll medicine.
All right.
Let me look at this number real quick.
He just rolls a 5. Yeah, it hurt.
Oh damn. Roll properly, please. 13.
13. Let's say it's not that hard of a medicine check. You sort of clamp off where your arm is and look down as you pull up your sleeves just slight enough while you're over here. Clamp down on your arm, and you either need to cut it or burn it.
That knife flips out immediately, and I'm cutting right in there.
Okay. Roll your damage for me.
Let's see what I pulled out first. I might have only one dagger on me. I do.
It's a very scary dagger to cut yourself with, I'm not gonna lie. Because as
If
far
you're
as
gonna
I
hurt
know,
yourself, you go big.
Seriously?
Oh fuck! I hope you're not close
Crowley
to
says,
0.
I'm taking the soul of this bug.
Yeah, I'm taking this bug soul with me. 9 damage.
we're not gonna include your dex. Just the roll of the d4. You're not
Okay.
trying to actively kill yourself. You're trying to cut something out.
I'm not gonna die. It's a 4 anyway.
4. Okay. 4 on the dice, and it popped. You see this beetle pop out, and as it does, loses life and falls to the ground.
God, I don't like that at all.
Okay.
All right. Well,
Pull your sleeve back down. That is an action to do.
okay, no problem.
All right.
Bonus action. I'm gonna tell another spirit tale. I already rolled it while I was rolling for the damage. It is also a 4.
Okay.
So that's the tale of the runaway. So that's prepared.
Okay. Awesome. What else you got?
That's it.
That's it.
Actually, you know what? I take it back. You made me think too long. I'm moving away.
Okay.
I'm moving double. No, I'm just kidding.
I'm out of here.
Gotcha.
Fucking booking it.
I'm right here. That's fine. Actually, what is this beside me? I can't tell.
This is Car
Okay, cool.
in
Ah,
front.
yeah, I'm good.
Okay. All right.
Now we can attack her with advantage.
Okay. All right. After Car is Milo. Milo, what would you like to do?
So Gandhi seems to be having a bit of a hard time, so
Hey, fine.
kind of like did a quick 360 and sees this one surrounded and being handled,
Please
and
don't
then
accidentally kill me.
poor Gandalf's all by himself.
I'll say
I
before,
didn't-
before you say your action, you have seen this thing multiple times. Every time it has been hit, Gainwin is splashed with gouts of green goo.
When I firebolted that first one, was there any splashiness?
Yes.
Oh, there was splashiness
Yes.
with fire.
Any damage it takes.
Yes.
I didn't realize that it was splashy with fire.
Splashy with everything. I'm good. I'm fine. We're all fine here now.
He is not
We're
looking
good.
great, correct?
Nope, I'm fine. I'm a-okay.
Dungeon
I'm-
Master
What's
I'm
up?
Gucci like gumdrops.
asking the DM and not the
Fine.
Gandalf looks bloodied.
I'm fine.
He's gone from Kinsai to Drunken Master through the course of the fight.
All right.
What's that?
Gotcha.
What would you like to do, Milo?
We're good.
Uh,
I have a plan.
I hope that plan is to
That-
move.
really,
Oh yeah.
that did bad things to my entire strategy. I am going to
Let's see.
I'm
land
watching. The
next
stream
to
is watching
him.
RT. I put zoomed it up to you. All right. What are you doing, Milo? I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I'm gonna land next to him
Okay.
and drop a cure wounds on him.
All right.
Oh,
Go.
hey, thanks. You should stay
So-
right here.
So, just gonna stick a syringe into him and probably hurt like a bitch, but it
Ow!
heals him up a bit.
Okay.
Ouchie. I would stay right here. Can I say that? Is that something I can call out?
I will say reactively yes.
Yeah, I would stay right here.
That. All right.
Oh god. I about rolled a d10 for that heal. 1 second.
Yo, hey, roll d10 if you want. That's fine with me.
You're gonna heal for 10 points.
Nice.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Thank
All
God.
right.
And then I will step 5 feet away.
Okay.
Yes.
You step 5 feet away. She will get a swipe at you.
Okay.
You wanna take the
but
swipe?
Yeah.
Okay. 5 feet
I'm
away.
moving 5 feet back so that I'm still within 5 feet of Gandalf.
Okay. Move it the diagonal 5 feet. That is a natural 20.
Shit. You're fine. He's fine.
Does she splash more poison on Gandalf with a natural 20?
Why would you say that? You evil bastard.
Good thing I had that shield up, I guess. Oh, for some reason.
Yeah. That's what temp HP is there for.
You take 16 points of slashing damage as she goes.
Magical.
Do what?
Is it
Magical?
It is not magical.
Bet.
Nice.
Should probably make it magical, but it's fine. It's fine.
Oh no.
Oh. Oh.
Oh shit.
Wait a
Oh,
minute.
no. Uh-oh.
I've left this off. And 3 points of poison damage.
As long as it's not hitting me, I don't care.
All right. Does that end your turn, Milo?
Yes.
That's gonna bring us to their turn.
It's fine. I did make an unarmed strike, so my AC is a little boosted right now.
Oh, the swarms and the ladies go on different turns?
Yes, they do.
Okay.
Yeah, it's fine. They took their damage this turn, right?
They take their burning damage at the start of their turn.
Right. So
Yeah, so it wouldn't have changed things. I still would have gotten hit with the pop.
Right, and I think the swarm, but this is a new round because the swarm would have taken it on their turn, but that's fine. Go ahead and roll a d10 because it was. I'm trying to make sure I get this right. I'm not trying to damage anybody extra or anything like that. You rolled it on the Hive Mother's turn, right? The fire damage on the Hive Mother's turn.
Right.
But you also rolled for the swarm on that turn as well, who goes last in initiative. So it has hit them, it hit the swarm, and now it's back to their turn.
Right. When I move through them, they take fire damage.
But they
and then
remain
at
on
the top
fire.
of their turn, they take a 1d10 another fire damage.
Right, I
So
understand.
rolling,
I understand that part. I'm trying to make sure that I'm not about to gain
Right.
to win with extra damage for no reason. This is a new turn at the top of their turn, so they are going to take a d10 damage.
You're right.
Okay. All right.
Oh boy.
Go ahead and roll.
This is
10.
fine. We're all fine here now.
10 points. Hurting. Not down.
Fantastic. It's fine. It's fine.
Not bad this time. 6 points of poison damage to you.
Ow.
But now it is their turn.
Okay. Okay.
And at the top of her turn, her form so damaged.
Hello.
Ganowin, you see her reach up both hands. You think she's
Oh,
gonna
fuck.
slice you, and instead she grabs the middle of the hive and pulls it apart.
Uh-oh. I don't like the sound of that at all.
I need you and Milo to make a Constitution saving throw for me.
Ooh, I'm not good at those. Okay, we're fine.
Oh,
I'm
no.
going to use Flash of Genius with my reaction to give Gandalin a +4 to his Constitution save.
Thank Jesus.
Okay.
Good stuff.
That's a waste. I'm so sorry. Might have wanted to save that for yourself. That's
You
that
forgot
brings
I'm
that to a
proficient
23.
in con.
What are they?
Minus 23.
23
21.
succeeds. 21 succeeds.
Okay, fantastic.
Okay.
I actually rolled pretty decent. I got an 18, so I was like, okay, maybe that wasn't necessary.
You look a little rough. I wasn't gonna risk it.
I'm a-okay.
You guys succeed taking half of 20 to 10 points of poison damage as this thing rips open itself and just gore and poison launches from this hive onto you guys, coating you, killing herself in the process.
Oh.
All right.
Well, that was easy.
And her turn, it's going to the second one, who still looks okay. Her swarm is still up, so she is going to, being surrounded. Let's see, do they have a, they don't. I don't know how to measure this. She's going to step back and do the same thing.
Oh shit. Oh no.
Wait a minute.
8.
Okay.
Gorham
that's
and
a
Bursty
cluster.
is within. Ooh. Wait a minute. That's
Is
12
this
feet
the-
away. Am I
Is this
measuring
the
from her?
15?
Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
15-foot cube.
That hits.
That's it. It's
Everybody.
everybody. I need I
No.
need Kaushik, Crowley, Carr, Melgrim, Gorham, and Bursty and her swarm to all make Constitution saving throws.
Oh, you guys have the bonus from Melgrim except for Crowley though, right?
Goran.
Gorham
I'm sorry.
What is
you
that, a
racist
+3?
fuck.
+4, I think.
My apologies.
Big
Carr will not get +4, but Melgrim and Kaushik will. Carr and Crowley will not.
19.
Okay.
19.
Nice.
Success.
It's just poison.
18 success. It is poison. You will get advantage, and so will Melgrim. If you guys need it.
So that'll be a 32
What the fuck?
Sir?
plus 9 to my
Nice.
Made it
So-
violent.
Nat 20 plus 7, 27.
All right, everybody's gonna be taking half. Sounds like. I'm pretty sure I got everybody's. You roll one for Bursty. Bursty needs to make one too.
Not the pig.
Oh my god. Come on.
4.
3.
14 for old Bursty.
Okay. Bursty will take 12 points of poison damage. Everybody else will take 6 points of poison damage. And she...
Reduced to 3 for the doors.
Correct. If you are resistant. Not killing herself in the process, but doing some damage to the top of the hive as she pulls it apart. That is going to be her turn, though. She was within range. Gorham, you get an AOP on her as she steps back.
Okay. 1 second. Let me just get Bursty's health written down.
Okay.
So does taking poison damage mean that we are poisoned?
I'll do this. Yeah. 1 second, Kaushik. I'm sorry. I just thought of something important here, Gorham, because I don't want you to just make the attack. I'll just remind you, you've seen these things take damage and immediately emit poison. Just so you make that decision. What'd you say,
18
Kaushik?
hit.
18 does hit. That will mean Gorham, Bursty, Melgrim, and Carr will take 8 points of poison damage.
Not me.
Yeah, no, not you. You're not within 5 feet. Okay.
Wait. I'm taking poison damage from her?
Correct, because she was in. Well,
I was 10 feet away.
you
from
are
her,
10
if you
feet
recall.
back. Yeah. Bursty's a large creature in her space, so you won't take it, but Bursty will. And Melgrim, that's reduced to 4 for you. All right. That's gonna end her turn. Oh, what's the damage? Oh, son of a fuck.
Uh-oh.
What's the damage on that, Gorham?
1 moment. 16 bludgeoning damage.
Okay. Looking very rough as you topple over half of the hive and see just beetles and insects in there trying their best to rebuild it. I have to exit again, guys. I'm sorry. I got DC'd in a way. But I'm going to try to keep moving as best we can. Ending their turn. That's going to bring us over to Artyom. What would you like to do, sir?
Did we skip Carr's turn this round? I believe we did.
I think we did. Carr, what would you like to do right now? I'm so sorry.
I would like to call the Artyom to come burn them down. Burn them! Call Artyom over to burn them.
All right. I'll still say she's in your radius if you would like to call down your lightning on top of her head for your action.
Oh, okay. Yes.
That's a dex save on
call
their
down.
part, isn't it?
Yep.
Yes.
14. Let me make sure. I think it's 12 plus 1. 13.
Okay, the save is 17, so that hits.
There you go.
They fail.
Nice.
Then what did we say? It's a 3d10.
3d10. Correct.
Full 3d10. Scourge.
So that will be 16.
16. Damn. Calling it down, striking just in the center of the hive, and it just like seizes up a bit. You almost bring your slain Orcus sister back to life, but she falls limply once more time, and those bugs are just charred off to the side. Yeah, nearly dead, not quite. And it's gonna bring us to Artyom. Oh wait, Ganowin has the higher dex. It's gonna bring us to Ganowin.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ganowin, go ahead.
Does it look like she's still within 5 feet of anybody?
Yeah, she's still within 5 feet of both Carr and Melgrim because she just took us. Oh my god, why did I freak out like that? Yes, she's in 5 feet of these two guys.
Shit.
She is looking very, very rough.
Very, very rough.
Very, very rough.
Okay. I'm gonna.
On a scale of 0 to 94, she's looking about a 5.
Okay. In the interest of ending it real quick, just gonna take out my longbow real quick and just take one shot.
Go ahead and loose that arrow.
That is a 29.
A 29 definitely hits. Go ahead and roll your damage.
For max, 13 points of piercing damage.
Through
Magical.
the side of her skull and out the other side. Carr and Melgrum, you'll take 9 points of poison damage. Melgrum, you'll take 4. As one last gout of green goo just out in front. The battlefield goes still. And we will take our break. All right. Thank you guys so much for tuning in for this spooky spectacular. Hopefully those monsters were a little bit spooky for you. We're going to continue on. We're going to take a quick break, guys. Quick break, because we already went over and we got some more stuff I want to get to. So we're going to take a break. We will be back soon. Do not go anywhere. Much love. Drop a follow if you haven't. Thank you so much, everybody, and we will see you guys soon. We're back. Hello, everybody. This is us. All the same people that were just here. And, you know, Mario, Wario, Waluigi, Dovahkiin, Milo, Pikachu, Snorlax.
Wait,
all of us.
Ian doesn't have his mustache on. Does that mean he's turned into Baby Mario now?
Baby Mario, yes.
Baby Mario, gotcha.
2 costumes in one.
I'll evolve here.
Oh God, no! Do not snot bubble on stream. However, we're gonna hop right back in. Our heroes, the Shining Vanguard, plus Carr, their new Orcus guide, part of the Ebon Shield that they are looking for, is taking them to her home to look at whatever might be going on. She hasn't been home in quite some time now, but she knows the swamp has been changing and that her tribe has been taken over by some sort of alien-like bug. Well, you guys just got through fighting hive mothers of sorts, these old Orcus tribe members of Carr's, who had been split open by some sort of beehive, hatched out and started attacking you guys. Bile and poison just going everywhere as they attacked you, and their swarms that flew out of their open chest towards you guys, defeating them. Crowley and Gorham, though, had a run-in with couple of the bugs. Crowley quickly figured out, holding one of the bugs there and taking his dagger, digging it into his skin to remove the beetle. Gorham, as you've taken your swing, as this hive has stepped back from you, you feel on the back of your arm movement and pain. As you take 2 points of piercing damage right here on your arm, under your armor. What would you like to do?
So I assume this thing crawled in through a gap in the armor.
All right, it bit you and then went under your skin and dug under your skin, so yeah.
What type of ratty ass full plate am I wearing? I guess start taking off that part of the armor and try to get at it.
Okay. Tear off the pauldron right here, throw down the clothing and covering that you have under it, and you see a large lump right about there on your shoulder.
Yeah, just pull out my dagger and try to stab it, I guess.
Okay. Don't need to roll and take your arm, hold it right here, and everybody sees Gorham flick up a dagger from his belt. And go ahead and roll D4 for me.
Four damage.
4 damage. Cutting yourself in the process, opening up, and it falls to the ground as you see just a bug hit the ground, squeal, and then stop moving. You guys look around, your kestrel flying about. Milo doesn't seem to see anything at the moment. You guys hear silence once more. What would you like to do?
Who's looking most beat up out of everybody right now? Gandolin?
Yeah,
Anybody
come
else
over.
in an immense amount of pain?
I took a lot of damage, so I don't know.
Well,
Come to me.
I think that brings us to the question of: do we want to take a short rest before you do some healing?
Maybe we take a
Yeah.
little bit of breather, you know.
All right.
Yeah. I'll drop elemental form and just say, yeah, I agree. We need to get some information on what's going around this. I don't want we don't need to get ambushed like this unawares.
I agree.
Sure.
And I'll use Song of Rest.
Okay.
Thank goodness. That adds what?
That should be a D8 now. Let me double check before you do anything.
Is
Though.
is it the same size as your
Inspiration, I believe.
And
maybe a D10? That'd be sick as fuck.
that would be very cool.
On guac?
Onga.
On guac? on guac?
Yeah. No, it moves separately of Bardic Inspiration. Sorry,
Gotcha.
that's what I thought. So it's a D8 still.
Is it just a straight D8 or a D8 plus your modifier?
Let's
I
see.
think it's just a straight
I'm pretty sure
D8.
it's straight D8.
Make a performance check for me.
All right, sure.
Still got this Tailspire music slamming.
26.
26. You can add your modifier to that if you would roll that for everyone.
Baby.
Oh, sure.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
12.
12?
Yep.
That'll
Roll
be
7.
that'll
plus
be done
5.
at the end of the short rest.
9. Okay.
You
Wait,
can,
so what is that?
1.
that
It's,
is
plus
an
12.
additional 12 healing for the short rest. It'll happen at the end of the short rest. But before we get into that, I believe we have some other stuff, right?
Yeah.
You said something about getting information. What you doing?
I'd like to get Melgrim and our new friend Car together. Come, let this take a moment and get to peek around it. What's around this? And are there any rules for combining spells together?
There's not, but if I think of something creative along the way, or you want to ask something creative to be done with it, go for it.
I was wanting to know if we could ritually cast Commune with Nature together, since all of us have the ability to cast it.
Yeah.
Start setting the ritual up.
In the meantime, I am going to hit Gandolin with an additional healing
That's
if you need to.
probably unnecessary.
Yeah.
Oh, okay,
you
okay,
Probably
that's
need
fine.
to.
Probably
yeah.
probably be unnecessary.
Okay, no
Just gotta
problem.
see what
Hold off
happens
on
after
spell
the short
slots.
rest. Yeah.
I didn't know. I thought you took more than 12 points of damage. So.
I'm using hit dice.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys are gonna get hit dice in a moment. Go ahead.
I was to say, I also have Berry that I could give everybody. I don't know if that's worth it or if to use it at this point, or if the Commune with Nature is going to be, if the other things are going to be more effective, and that would be better to save.
Well, for Goodberry right now, you're probably sated for the day. If this journey takes any longer, we'll say you can cast that, in the morning. You haven't really needed more than one for yourself, to just sort of keep in your pocket. But you think being rested up in a moment help you out what you need to get through the day.
Okay.
Right. I'll say with you all ritually casting it, instead of choosing 3 of these things, we will do all of them, since all of you are casting Commune with Nature. I would like you guys to describe it for me, though.
Well, first off, we probably want to know how Melgrim's spirit animal works.
Oh yeah. So I'll start off with describing mine, I guess. For those that are interested, Melgrim's normal green eyes kind of start glowing. Whenever he chooses to go with his eagle sight. He's essentially at this point calling on to his totem spirit of the eagle to gain information around us, and so his eyes are now golden, and as a spiritual looking eagle comes down to him, golden in nature, to give him the information he seeks.
Okay. R2?
Yeah, I'll probably set up with the other two folks in kind of like a triangle formation, and I'll just sort of kind of lean forward a little bit, sitting Indian style, and put all 10 of my fingers in the mud, and kind of like growing off the top of my fingers will probably be what looks like probably water going up them before they kind of fill into plants that sort of cover my hands like gloves. And then after a few minutes of doing that, they sprout like these little pods that seem to just sort of slowly burn and give off like a kind of like an odorous sort of purple type kind of gas from them, and just kind of sort of breathe that in and sort of like take in the land from the land itself.
Okay. In car?
Grapevines. So yeah, definitely sitting crisscross on the ground, trying to make as much contact, arms tinted out, fingers just like really dug into the mud, face up to the sky, just really regulating breathing into almost a meditative state. And as I do that, just like not necessarily water, but there's just kind of like the tattoos seem to have movement before. There seems to be some kind of like gentle vibration, and it goes up my arm, and just my skin just begins to look more fresh, and my posture straighter, and just kind of infused with energy and freshness.
All right. Melgrim, as your eyes sort of flash up, you ask these questions in your head. You get just the ever slightest nod from this sort of golden eagle that's apparated in front of you, spectral golden eagle, as it rockets to the skies, and your eyes no longer see the ground in front of you, but instead through the eyes of this eagle that flies out and over the swamp, deeper into it. You're gonna find out with that bodies of water are just ever present in this swamp. They're everywhere. There doesn't seem to be any one that is major. There are a couple of rivers and whatnot that flow through the heart of it, but and into it, feeding these ponds and whatnot. But there's just stagnant water everywhere. The terrain is very similar all the way through. There isn't much that changes. You also see about in your way of travel, the way that you're going, you see a structure. Dome-like looking twisted structure. Made of wood. RTM, as you dig your fingers down into the mud, plants and things, all sorts of swamp-based plants and foliage that you're familiar with somewhat. As you sort of continue to pry, and your consciousness sort of extends out through your fingers into the ground and out into the root systems of these trees, hit a distance where there's just something else wrong with the trees themselves. Maybe not permanently wrong with the trees or anything like that, but definitely some sort of corruption that's bleeding through, it seems. And while you do not detect any sort of celestials, fiends, elementals, or undead, you do detect slight hints of Fey here and there, and a strong aberrational presence in the center
The center of the structure ahead?
of the swamp.
Or of the
Past
swamp?
the past the structure, it seems.
Past the structure?
Past the structure.
Okay.
Car, unsurprising to you, you sort of center yourself and focus. Your consciousness sort of hops from branch to branch along the wind, just seems to be floating along. First, you see the same structure off to your left, unfamiliar to you, that hasn't always been there. Continues on past it to a familiar sight. Home. You see out in front of your home strange, like black crystal glasses that are growing out of the ground that weren't there before. This large oak tree they used to call home. And down within, where you know the seal that you and your tribe have always protected. Strong influence of the plane of madness and Zoriat within. Stronger than even you would expect, being a seal to that plane. Your senses eventually flood back to you. And I'll say all of you get that information that I described.
All right. Well, that was extremely useful. Did we feel the presence of any other like ambushes that might have been ahead of us nearby or anything like that?
No sort of ambushes that you felt ahead of you. So,
okay,
it's you with the creatures that you detected. Some of them. Let's see. It says animals. I'm just gonna say, past a certain point, the aberrational presence is incredibly strong. You don't get pinpointed locations or anything like that, but you know that once you travel deeper into this swamp and closer to Car's home, you're going to be in a different world.
Gotcha.
Not literally, but
yeah, because we have done that before.
That has happened. It's a valid concern.
When the DM has to clarify his absurd comments.
All right.
You guys do that. You take a short rest up, heal some of your wounds. You can roll your hit die. Nothing seems to wander in your direction. The more perceptive of you, anybody that's not going to be napping or is actively sort of looking around and watching, will notice just large centipede crawl across the tree and up to the top. Not bulbous and pinkish like the ones that you burnt earlier.
Doesn't matter. Insects getting burned.
Okay. Roll an attack roll.
17.
Blasted off a branch.
Not taking any chances.
See a large ant, maybe about fist size, crawl over on a rock.
Right.
Sure. You're going to be doing this. This will not be a short rest for you if you continue this.
Are there that many?
You're in the swamp, and this is infested.
Probably
Mosquitoes
for the
are...
first, 5 to 10 minutes while his nerves are still high from the fight before he settles down a little bit.
Okay. You see Milo going off like a disco ball in the middle of the party while he's trying to attack every bug in the swamp.
Yep.
Eventually...
Milo,
is he
stop
having a Bart moment?
Yeah.
God damn it.
All right.
Funny enough, that boat wouldn't have sank if you hadn't have done that.
Okay. You guys are healed to what you would like to be. If anyone is not using hit die, now would be the time to use some healing spells if you're going to do that. If anybody's not back to full by using their hit die. or the hit dice that they would like to do. I'd like to remind everybody you only get back half of your hit dice on a long rest.
Long rest. Yep.
So if you use all of them tomorrow, should you need them, you only have 5 to use.
Yep. I'm just gonna go ahead and clear this out of here. I'm gonna ask, even though I think it's kind of scummy. I know that I get my key back on a short rest.
Mhm.
How much would you hold it against me if I sat there and pumped all my key worth of healing into me before we took a short rest?
Go for it.
Okay.
You're gonna
I'm
have
not gonna do
to.
it- I'm not gonna do it this time because I don't think it's dim, so I don't think I could.
It's not dim currently. It is still noon, but that morning fog still hangs around. But there's more stipulations to that.
Yep, I know.
Okay.
That's why I just wanted to make sure.
Sure.
Crowley's music healed all my HP back.
All right.
I
Thanks,
believe you have
Crowley.
to spend at least 1 hit die to get that healing.
You do.
Well, I'll do it then.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah. Crowley's healing would have done me too. So, oof.
Awesome. And you spent the 1 hit dice to get that. Okay. Very well. While you guys continue to do that math, all of you eventually pick up your things, get ready, healing up your wounds, stretching out a little bit, getting the green ichor that is dried and just flaked off onto your skin, knocking that off, placing your armor and pauldrons back on, and bandaging up those wounds that you've... Someone's taking thunder damage. But you guys patch yourselves up, and what would you like to do?
I'll let the rest of the party know about the impending threats ahead and the corruption in the forest ahead.
Okay.
And go ahead and recast telepathic bond before the rest is over, and get our good buddy Carr in there with us.
Okay. Carr, you now have a mental link to everyone in this party. You can say anything that you would like to mentally. While you were recasting that is when you had this conversation, our team?
I probably would have that before recasting that.
Okay. Very well. And because I need clarification, is that conversation through the mental link itself?
No, I was saying that aloud.
Okay.
Car, when we were all doing the ritual, that large spiral corrupting looking structure has that always been there?
I would say the structure itself didn't look corrupted. It looked constructed, but the structure itself just like built twisted. I did say twisted, and by I meant physically twisted, and like it looks almost like a Hershey's Kiss of wood.
Interesting.
Twisting and spiraling upwards.
I would correct my phrasing to the twisted structure. Has that always been there?
Oi, no, that's new. I don't know what that is, and I don't know what it's made of. It looks dark and bad. It looks wrong.
Sounds like it needs to get burned down, if you ask me.
I think something I've noticed, what I believe to be true, is that they have a hive mind. When one sees, they all see. So now, I don't know how that works. So I'm afraid they've seen us and now they know you're here.
The more they send, the quicker this will go.
I agree.
You know for sure, Carr, that they all know now. They all know that you bring more numbers, and they know that you draw closer. You also know, as you look to your belt, and you look at one last vial, sacred sap from your home, that you found the way to be invisible to them before. It's taken from your home, from on top of the crawling willow. You know there's more. You don't see them having use for it. But if you could get to there, potentially, you and these newfound heroes may be able to be invisible for a short amount of time to this hive mind, or at least certain critical moments. So I'll leave that with you.
They know we're here. They know you're here now. Before, they just looked for me. Now they know you all. They know your face. I have this blessed water was sat from the top of our tree before things were wrong. And I have used it, and they seem not to see me. So I'm invisible. I only have enough for one more person. If we can get to the top of the tree, we can get more, and we can get enough for all of us.
Oh,
But
dear.
that isn't, the tree is in my home. It is in the middle of the wrongness.
It seems like the place we need to go anyway, right? They said they took your chief. So it's either in your home or in that spiral structure, right?
Oi. Yes.
Sounds like the two places to go first. And just for clarification, her home and that spiral structure are both near the center of the swamp.
They're near, yes, they're near the center of the swamp. They're not very close to each other. Car would know they're about, I correct myself. They're not very close to you at the moment. Another hard trek of about a day or half of a day at this point. You've been tracking for about half a day when that happened. So traveling, you probably have to get to nightfall before you hit that structure.
All right. Well, we should go quick. Yeah. Fighting them in the dark doesn't seem like something that any of us should have to do.
Also, depending on how many of them there are, we don't want to bring them all down on their heads at once.
You have any suggestions on tactics to take? We've got the pretty good lay of the land. Are there any like natural choke points or changes in elevation or anything like that in the swamp that might give us some sort of advantage or a better place to fight?
There's not really changes of advantage. You guys would know that from the terrain. As far as choke points go, the trees get sparse eventually, but there's nowhere to really channel anything to you via natural terrain.
Okay.
I will say, you guys that did see and saw Car's home and saw this tree, this gigantic willow of a tree, there's an opening into it where you would all assume where she said she saw her chief taken. If you were going to have a choke point, that might be it. If you draw something out to you, if something comes out to it, maybe.
When you say an opening, you mean like a physical, like?
I mean a physical large opening.
I didn't know if there was some sort of like sustained transport via plants thing like going on or something like that. Okay.
No, it looks like a physical portal down into the tree and the root system.
Gotcha. All right.
Okay. You guys continue forth throughout the day. It gets hot at some point. The fog eventually burns away. You guys have a clear opening to the swamp, looking at your surroundings, sort of just trudging through this swamp water, unless anybody's recasting Water Walk, sort of making it.
I would say I have water walk too. Yeah.
Yeah, we can ritually cast it to keep it up if it's going to save a lot of time.
You think it'll save some time? A lot is negligible at this point. I say with Car and RTM sort of teaming up, guiding the group through, you can save those spell slots if you would like to. It's not going to have a significant effect on your travel time. I would like to say you watch Car barefoot through this swamp walking on mud like it is solid concrete beneath her feet without issue, just sort of striding through. She looks back, waits for you guys a couple of times, continues on walking. So is scouting in front just by just by happenstance. Is there anything you guys would like to speak on, or is it just a quiet journey?
Milo would be keeping an eye out and communing with the Kestrel to see any large predators, weird weather, maybe landmarks that could be seen that were unnatural or whatever from its vantage, since it's been up there for a couple hours now.
Yeah. Go ahead and make a perception check for me for your Kestrel.
That'll be a 22.
22 is very nice. You're looking around on the ground, you don't see anything. There's nothing else moving. There are swamp predators and whatnot. You get a closer view with the Kestrel. Doesn't seem like anything you have to worry about, or that it's going to be in your path as you guys are walking along. Heavy presence of insects and bugs, even up here where your Kestrel is. Large swaths of mosquitoes, flies, sort of teeming in this place, it seems. And the go ahead.
Oh, go ahead. Does it feel like these insects are just a natural part of the swamp, or are kind of like made worse by this sort of corruption that's going on?
Make an Arcana check for me.
All right. 14 plus 3.
17. You've been in a swamp before. The bugs are bad. The bugs are worse here.
Okay.
And say that check coupled with your commune with nature. I almost said terrain with nature. Commune with nature. You can assume that there are some at least aberrational influences on the insect population. However, Milo, with your Kestrel, there's no change in weather. But what your Kestrel does spot, shortly before the rest of the party does, something splashes from the sky, Milo. You watch it fall down and hit the ground. Maybe about 30 feet in front of you, Car. You walk up, look down. Here's a dead frog laying on a rock right in front of you. Milo, your Kestrel sees other black dots starting to form, seemingly apparating out of the skyline in the clouds.
Hey, guys, I don't want to worry you, but I
Daniel, when
think
you look
it
up,
might be raining frogs or something.
something hits you right in the face.
Smack it away.
Look off to the
frog?
side. It's a dead fish.
This is really weird. I don't like it at all.
And
I've
about
read,
when
like-
Milo says that, splashing all around you now, taking up the skyline as you look up, and the sky gets darkened with things that are just falling. Your Kestrel being above this, looking down, frogs and dead fish are raining on you. And one hits you, everyone takes 3 points of bludgeoning damage from these things falling.
Shit. Oh, this is not good at all.
What are you guys doing?
Pulling out my umbrella.
Is there any means of cover nearby? Any kind of I don't know how wooded.
You're sitting around branchless and leafless trees in the middle of the swamp.
Oh shit. Oh god, I'm gonna take off my jacket and like tent it above my head and see if it's enough of a barrier to like for them to cushion their fall to not hurt me.
Okay.
Or my cloak, I guess, would probably be a better for this than my jacket, but one of the two.
Yeah,
See
is
if
it
it-
putting a shield up?
Put
Yeah.
your shields up. Shields up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Shields up.
If there's like enough like sticks or chunks of wood or whatever, Milo's gonna rush over to start trying to make like a lean-to thing for everyone to kind of huddle under till this passes.
Okay. That'll take a second to do, but I'll say, depending on what you're going to use, is like a canvas.
I was like just a bunch of sticks, like laid over and bound.
Okay.
No, don't do that. I can help you, and I will. If I use shape stone in the shape wood form that we have it, could I take like a tree and kind of like flatten it out so that maybe we could carry something that was like, I don't know, like a big long flat structure that could like shelter some of us like in a single file line?
Sure. What level or how much wood does that affect?
Well, remember it's a modified spell from Shape Stone, so
Right.
it's a fourth level spell.
It's the
and
fourth
it's
level
a
spell.
5-foot cube.
It's a 5-foot cube. Okay. I'm gonna double that for shape wood in this instance. I'm gonna say you walk up to a tree, and the trees here aren't very tall. They're swamp trees. They're barely alive. But you go up and you can make, I'll say with that spell, something that's about a 15-foot long plank out of it as you walk up to it, and the tree just geometrically together, and you're able to lift it up out of the ground. That'll cover 3 people.
Oh boy.
All right, get under it. People who need some cover. The other one, Crowley.
Yep, I'm taking cover.
Sure.
They're there.
I got my shield, so I just put my shield up too.
I think everyone else. Well, does Milo have a shield?
Mm-mm.
Yeah. Perfect. 3 people that don't have shields.
But I
Dorm also
take
have a shield.
reduced damage from non-magical bludgeoning, which I think he said that was.
I just said bludgeoning. I didn't say
Magic
non-magical,
fish.
but it's magical rain, but I'm having a hard time justifying it being a magical frog. So
If it's a magical frog, tell me now. I want to frick it.
Armor-piercing frogs. Oh no.
Oh,
let us go.
spaghettios.
The Braveheart thing where we like go around the edges of the lean-to
Yeah.
It's like
and just kind of make a solid structure while we wait for the rain to stop.
it's like Milo's out from under the plank, just getting like tink, tink, pink.
No. We keep moving. We cannot stop. If we stop, they'll surround us and they'll pin us down. And this is what they're trying to do: is to slow us down. We have to keep going.
okay, you guys, shields up, covering you for the most part. You have to huddle here. Bursty is not going to be able to be shielded by a shield in this, being a large creature. It lasts for the next 8 rounds.
Oh.
So I'm going to roll 1d6, 1d3 times 6. 12 points of bludgeoning damage to Bursty over this terrain. You're shielding from him as best as you can from it, but prioritizing yourself as you travel along. Bursty's getting hit every now and again as these things just pelt him from the sky, but and moves forward through the mud.
I don't like to imagine that.
Continue moving on. You guys, it ends after a little bit. Out of nowhere, the clouds are no longer dark. Nothing in the sky. Behind you, dead fish, frogs, and everything else just landing. Some of them living if they hit deep enough water. Upon closer inspection, just seem to be normal frogs.
Yeah, see, they gave up once they realized it's not going to work.
Maybe. This doesn't
Wait,
normally happen, does it?
Oh,
No,
wait,
I've never seen it rain frogs and fish before. No.
No.
Does this normally happen here? Okay.
no,
Just checking. I don't know if they're a little optimistic, perhaps.
no. Is everybody okay?
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
let's go fast.
I'm fine.
Yeah, I'll go over to Bursty and give him a pet on his big old wet snout and grab his tusk a little bit and move him and just pop a cure wounds into him and then just give Gorm a nod. Yeah, let's keep moving. What she said.
The faster we go,
All right.
get that bright eyes.
Yup. Let's do it.
Bursty gets healed for 11.
Nice.
Very nice.
I have no clue remotely how many hit points Bursty has, but hopefully that helps. I don't know if that's half his health or like 2%.
It damn near negated what just happened, so
Good stuff.
you guys continue to trudge through this awful place. Feet sinking in, the bugs getting worse. Just swatting away. The sun, it's 3, 4, it's lower into the sky. Are there any other conversations or anything else you guys would like to do? As you know, you'll be approaching the structure by nightfall.
I wanted to roll my spirit tail, and I rolled a 10 again. So,
Okay.
Fire breath once again. Tail of the dragon.
Awesome.
Is there anything that can be done about maybe lessening the amount of insects that are bothering our squad? Maybe with collecting a certain kind of herbs that could be found in the swamp and burning them in our vicinity or something like that as we go along?
RTM, with what I'm going to call passive survival here, you're going to look around yourself and think maybe earlier in the travels, maybe back at the resupply.
Right.
But things here are dying and decaying. You see flowers that are growing with petals down.
Right.
It's not right.
Do you think I might have anything in my herbalism kit that would help?
When's the
Like
last time
on
you
me?
you replenished it?
Oh, it's probably been a little while, but I don't use it incredibly often either, so I don't know.
We'll call it
Probably in Sharn, right? Whenever we restocked everything.
I don't.
Probably. I don't remember.
We'll call it high-low, or you call it high-low.
Always high.
That is a 14.
Is that high?
That is high, yes, on a d20. Sorry, yes, it's high on. Sorry, probably should have told you what I rolled. Yes, it's high. It's high on a d20. Roll a herbalism kit check for me, please. I will say, even with this, one will deplete your resources in there, and I will give you a potentially. You know, actually, I'll wait on your check.
What is an herbalism kit check?
We've called it wisdom plus your proficiency in the past. What's up, Car?
So would mud, covering everybody's skin in mud, work as like a physical barrier to the bugs and the bug bites, so that she doesn't have to use her supplies?
Car,
So
you
this could be safe.
can grab up some of the mud you've lived here. You grab up some of the mud, and when you do, you just see teeming within larvae of some sort.
Oh.
That is the worst thing you have said tonight.
We're going to have to sleep on that if we don't make it to town tonight.
Nope. Nope. Nope.
I don't know what my proficiency is. I don't know where
Plus
that
4.
is.
It's +4.
Oh, okay. So it's my wisdom modifier and my proficiency
So
plus-
+9.
+9. Okay, so it's a 14 plus 9.
Okay.
Nice.
Beating over a 20, I'm going to give you a chance to roll more than 8. I'd like you to roll a d12 for me, please.
Okay. You gotta do that in D&D Beyond because I don't have one handy.
D&D.
12. I mean, yeah, it is D&D Beyond. Okay. Dun, 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 dun. I rolled a 12.
You have 12 uses of effectively insect repellent.
Nice.
Is that
All right, boys.
party wide or person wide?
And she has 12 uses.
How long does it last?
Insect repellent is actually a thing in D&D
Yeah, it lasts
Beyond.
a while.
I think it lasts
I
for
know because
24
I keep
hours.
having to look it up.
I'm pretty sure it's 24
Yeah,
hours
that's
because it's hella good, and we discussed that last time.
Okay, let me put it in my inventory, I guess. But
Yep.
I'm gonna, I guess, slather everybody up.
Okay.
I can do it myself, thank you.
Yep, it will protect his wearer against normal insects for 24
I'm
hours.
not giving it to you unless you let me slather you up. I'm just kidding.
Uh,
Hold up.
read that description one more time for me.
Oh, sorry. Sorry, guys. It does say
It's a
it
salve.
says one application protects its wearers against normal insects for 24 hours.
Okay.
Wait, what would it be? Would it be the insect repellent incense or insect repellent salve?
They do the same thing. The salve is what you would be making for us to slather ourselves with.
Okay.
The incense that would be more like a citronella candle, but you know, incense
Gotcha.
of a candle.
12 of them. Not 102. Just
Holy shit. That'd be a few.
Oh wait, I'm very confused. Oh, okay. I don't know how to add this. I'll just make my own and add it because it's like it says when I try to add one, it has 20 applications, and so it's like add 200 items, which like no.
Oh my god.
So
So I'll
just
just
add
write it
one, and technically you would have 12 instead of 8.
Yeah, okay, that
You
works.
made like 12 applications of it.
Okay, that's fine. And then I just used how many? How many of us are there? 8 of us?
8. So you have 4 more.
Okay.
Very nice. So, aside from now us being bug proof, which I mean we might have salted that. We probably should have salted that ahead of time, but what can you do? When we get closer, we should probably hold up for a second, and I'll go look at this structure and see what's going on outside of it.
All right.
I'll take not Bill, fucking Barrick with me.
Yeah, of
Bill's back
course.
on the boat.
Absolutely. You took the words right out of my mouth.
That's right. It's like rubbing off the not dumb.
Just
know?
let him. Don't put him in your pocket. He's a bat.
Yeah,
He needs to
he
hear.
can just like hang or something.
Okay.
Sure.
Anything anybody else would like to do during the day?
No.
While you have daylight hours.
Probably after we get lathered, I'll probably make some offhanded comment, not really thinking the Kashik about. This stuff smells kind of nice. It's like Shust believe back in Cosmar. You burn it all the
What?
time for this kind of thing.
Wonderful.
Yep.
As we walk, I'll look over at Gandalf, kind of a little side eye and then forward, just talk to him without looking at him. So, are there any more sneaky surprise members of your party that are
We're
going to
full of
pop out?
surprises. All the surprises.
Is this everyone? Or are you the last one? Who's the
Start
boy?
Visibly counting people. I do believe so.
You see Gano pulls
They
out
have,
the
like-
pulls out the fingers.
He's got an abacus. He's like, okay.
I believe so. Yes.
this is not all of us, but all of us that are in the swamp. Shining
Look.
Vanguard is a pretty popular society of heroes.
What?
You are the cool kids.
Yeah, always.
Yeah, we're awesome.
Aye.
You saying those with those big ass ears is just gold.
Hell yeah.
Oh man.
Hell yeah.
All right.
We are the greatest. Yup.
What is your name, Stinky Boy?
What? Oh,
Tiki boy.
We have not introduced.
yeah, I can't think of anything good. My name is Gandalf.
Mm. You're a good sneaker. Good job.
I do my best.
I'm impressed. And a female. Half elf. Who are you?
I'll say, just call me Finn. Like, what?
Who are you?
Oh.
So quiet and then kick ass in the battle. Who are you?
My name
Why
is
are you-
Koshik.
Push. Nice to meet you. Why are you here? Why do you come with these?
I am a healer. They've helped me, and so I helped them. They're my friends. It's very simple.
I hear you guys say this many times. Friends. Yeah?
Mhm.
Oi. Loyalty is important.
Yup.
It's my other dwarf friend. You did not get to tell me. We were just about to introduce.
Aye.
When our
We did kind of get interrupted by a fight there.
did.
I am Milgram, son of Malgram, brother of this lot. And, yeah. We're out here, yeah. Found this group eventually, and not on my original reason why I'm out here, but got to save the world.
What is your reason?
To find the elf that killed my father. Help my brother in that quest.
That is a good quest. Mask Man, who are you? Why are you here?
So aggressive.
Mr. Crowley, if you please. I'm here to satisfy my curiosity, of course.
Curiosity. That is what brings you here to the end of the world. Curiosity.
Well, one thing leads to another, leads to another. Who am I to deny where the strings pull me?
So if the strings pull you away from your companions, you will go?
So far, I've been lucky enough to have them with me, but who can say in the end?
I appreciate your honesty, if nothing else.
I appreciate
Trudge.
yours.
Don't worry about Crowley. He's the mysterious one in the group. He likes to give on airs that he doesn't love us as much as the rest of us love each other. But he does.
Oi.
Face, same expression.
Shocker.
The sound of silent agreement, for sure.
Of course. I would never deny it, Artyom.
Yeah, you never admit it, probably either. Okay. But yeah, I'm sorry to hear that your friends are gone, so you can just, be friends with us, at least for the time being, until these bugs are shown out of your home. So get all that taken care of.
Oi. Friend is a strong word with my people. It is not light. In this world, you have to trust the people. You have each other's back. I don't know you like that. You're good warriors. You're good fighters. I appreciate your help. You do not yet have my trust.
That's fair.
Yeah, fair enough.
Is
They
it
pre-
though?
I probably wouldn't trust random strangers that came into my swamp either. But I mean, I'm sure by the end of things, you'll be fast friends.
I mean, if you got a singing donkey. Sorry.
I was thinking the same thing. I'm sitting here like grinning because I was about to describe you guys walking past an ogre and a donkey talking as they walk past you in the opposite direction.
Enemies, kill them.
About parfait.
That does not happen.
Evil.
What are you doing in the swamp?
What are you doing?
Roll initiative.
I would have to make the battle music I'm a Believer by Smash Mouth.
What CR is Shrek?
20.
Oh shit!
He's always
He's
seen
good.
like 5
He's-
to me.
He's able to cast Awaken on a donkey.
Imagine getting TPK'd by Shrek. That'd be rough.
He can do it.
Shrek got the disintegration spell.
Hey, Fiona's redheaded, so maybe.
Oh shit!
You guys continue on throughout your day speaking. And I'll ask one more time before we continue on. Are there any other preparations or anything that anybody would like to do? You guys are now about 7 p.m.
Right. Definitely, regardless of what time it needs to be refreshed right before getting into like go mode for making preparations to go into this next area, refreshing the mental link and everything so that it can last for as long as possible. And probably ritually casting Water Walk just in case we don't get bogged down in any areas in combat. And yeah, giving Barrick to good old Gandalin to be super sneaky.
Okay. You guys stay grouped for the most part through this trek, staying together. As it gets darker, another fog rolls in. Greenish in hue.
Oh, fuck.
As it rolls across the ground, not as thick as the morning fog. Not obscuring vision. Just rolling along by your ankles. And you can get hand Barrick off. It's getting dark outside now. The sun is set. As the sun goes down. Before you see it, hear something in the distance. Hear the what becomes nearly immediately recognizable. It's like the struggles and cries of a horse off in the distance.
Like how far abouts does it sound?
Some number of feet in front of you.
I'm just gonna kind of. Oh, you said it's getting dark, right?
Yeah, so it's dark. It's dark at this point. Sort of
I
slightly glowing green fog at your feet, and all of you hear this in the distance. And Melgrim, Artyom, and Carr, as you sort of look around, the woods becoming familiar, the trees becoming familiar. The structure is in front of you somewhere.
I'm gonna put my my cloak back up and kind of fade to the side so that I blend in with the trees.
You can't see the structure yet, but it's it's close.
Let me look a little ahead for a moment. See if I can find. Make sure we're not gonna walk into a clusterfuck.
Yeah. If Gandalin's going to go ahead to the point where he's going to scout, I'm going to send Barrick with him and cover my staff so that it's not being a beacon for everyone to come and kill us.
Sure.
And cast Pass Without a Trace on the party that's hanging back.
Okay. I would like Gandalin to roll a stealth check for me without a trace. I would like
Right. This would be an advantage as it is now dark, right?
correct.
Fantastic.
I would like everybody else to roll me stealth checks as well if you were trying to be sneaky.
Not quite as good as earlier. 30.
Still very good.
Did I get that pass without trace?
Yeah.
Okay,
Everyone's
that's really
everyone that's
good.
hanging back gets a +10 to their stealth check.
That'll be a 16.
Oh, fuck, Cody.
What'd you roll?
On the dice was a 4.
Mine's a 24.
Very nice.
22
You know what?
total for me.
29 total for me.
Shit.
That's crazy.
Nice. Pass the trace is busted, dude.
I was just gonna give everyone an advantage on top of it because I'm a. No, kidding. I was thinking about it.
Does Bursty also get passed without trace?
Yep.
Okay, so Gorham got 16, and Bursty got a 25.
The massive
yeah,
boar.
Giant boy. Sneaking.
Probably got a 34.
He's just
Nice.
I'm just imagining his hooves or like him just sort of getting lower to the ground and just sort of like slither.
I was opposite. I was imagining him tiptoeing on his hooves, like his hoof tips.
He's doing like the dancing to the sugar plum fairy. Do, 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 do,
Melgrim got a
do,
what?
do, do.
24.
Okay. Very nice. Very nice. Ganowin, you start slowly tiptoeing forward, moving your way, stealthing, staying behind whatever branches and cover you can, jumping over the small ponds and bodies of water that you can find. And then it comes into view. The moonlight ahead of you. Maybe about 90 feet from here, and you see the structure. Twisted wood and branches up to a singular point, maybe about 50 feet tall or so, 40 or 50 feet tall, maybe 50, 60 feet in diameter around.
Okay. Does I see these horses?
Not currently.
I'm gonna, if I can still hear them, I'm gonna try to kind of get a visual on them if I can.
Give me a perception check.
All right, it's dark, right?
It is dark.
Disadvantage. Oh, Umi eyes. Even a disadvantage, that's 30-20.
30-20. Vision, you're going to have to swing around a little bit wide, but as you're sort of swinging around, staying behind the trees, maintaining your stealth, swing around, just neighing, this just desperate neighing. You get around to an opening of the structure, and within, just past the doorway, you see struggling against heavy mud, trying to pull itself off. Just a horse, angrily yelling, just trying to pull itself free.
Okay. Anything around it, or it seems to be alone, stuck in the mud?
Seems to be alone, stuck in the mud from this distance. You can't see because it is complete darkness, like past that sort of first entrance that you get with a little bit of moonlight that just hits it, so to where you could see that.
Okay. Just gonna through the mental link. Horse appears to be stuck in mud. Nothing right around it. I'm gonna make a circle of the structure.
You can get more detail if you'd like to get closer, but for right now,
How far away am I from it?
you're about 90 feet out right now.
Okay.
Maintaining
Getting
that stealth
closer
check.
seemed to screw up my hiddenness.
It would not screw. Getting closer, you will have to re-roll. I'll say that. As you sort of have to move closer to it. But you can re-roll your stealth check. It'll still be an advantage toward this, but it will be a re-roll as you sort of redirect and start moving closer to get a better vantage. This is, I'll say also, because I described the structure itself, but it seems to be on this raised area, not like 10 or 15 feet above the ground. When I say raised, I mean minimally, like just enough to where the water drains off of it.
Okay. I'm gonna try to creep a little bit closer to maybe be able to get a little more detail.
Okay.
Not like too much closer, probably at most within 60 feet. Like closing the gap by about 50%.
Okay.
Real quick, GM.
Third.
whenever we communed with nature, did we sense a normal amount of like alligators or snakes or anything like abnormal birds and things like that? Of any type of normal plant life in the swamp, or did it kind of seem devoid?
It wasn't devoid. It was still there.
Okay.
But you still gathered like natural things in the swamp, right? Like there were still things
Okay.
there. A lot of them, though I will say not all of them, a lot of them had some sort of wrongness to it. I described earlier, you seen a flower that was growing petals down. And there's so things like that.
I'll just issue a Gandalin, careful that of course there might be something wrong with it aside from injury.
It's trying to get too close.
I have
and- what was it?
I have dark vision. I could probably at it from further away than you could.
Yeah, but probably easier for you to be seen. So
Why don't I have my bird look at it?
I'm already creeping closer. So this is going on as I'm already moving. It's
How
24
far-
on the secondary stealth check.
How far ahead of us is Gandalin?
You guys are hanging back. I'm going to say Ganowin is 90 feet away from the structure. He's probably about 120 feet in front of you guys.
Sick.
I'm gonna have the bird fly closer to Gandalin than we are.
Go ahead and roll the stealth check for your bird. That will be without the pass without a trace.
Which is a clockwork bird.
I'm pretty sure even if it was like a quadcopter, they wouldn't be able to hear it over the ravenous amount of insects in this place.
Sure. I was thinking more of that it sticks out because it's mechanical in nature.
Yeah,
Right.
That'd be a 15. And for the record, it was still going to be 30 feet away from Gandalin.
Okay.
So closer to him than we are, but not like right on top of him.
Sure. All right. Ganowin, how close do you get?
Like I said, I'm gonna close about 30 feet of
Okay.
the distance between myself and the structure, so still about 60 feet away.
Okay. Get about 60 foot away from it. Look at it.
I seem to notice anything different jumping out at me.
Not from this far away.
For the moment, I'm gonna maintain my 60-foot distance, and I'm gonna circumnavigate this whole structure.
Okay.
As long as that's viable, unless it's like super duper massive.
No, you can go around the whole thing. Like I said, it's about 60 foot in diameter or so. So
Okay, perfect.
it'll
Yeah,
take
so I'm
you
gonna
some
start
time.
making my way around it, and I'm just looking for anything that stands out, any like humanoids, anything that looks like it's kind of standing guard, or any more of those bee ladies or other like orcs and stuff in general.
Go
Like
and
that
make
appear
a
to be standing guard or anything.
make a perception check for me.
All right, fucking humans. That's only an 18.
You look around the structure. 60 feet away, you can't see too much about itself or anything closer to it, but you don't see any other humans or anything taking guard. I will say,
humanoids or anything.
what was the total roll again?
8.
Oh, of course. Am I back yet? Am I back yet?
There
we are. I'm back
18
now.
was the total on that
18.
roll.
I will say getting 60 feet away, getting the 30 foot closer, the moon sort of shines in a bit more into that opening where you saw the horse. And you see just a slight glint of metal. You see a bit and bridle on this horse.
Uh-oh.
And it is
Yeah, somebody,
desperately trying to pull out of whatever it's stuck in.
somebody rode this horse here. It's got a bit and bridle on it. I don't see any sentries around it.
Is it normal for your people to have bit and bridle on horses?
It is not normal for us to have horses.
I didn't think so.
Dungeon Master, looking through the eyes of my familiar, and just kind of inspecting the horse, can I see anything out of place, or does it seem like a normal biological horse?
How close do you
Based
get your
on-
bird? Because you're currently you're Well, you're 30 feet away from Gandalf, so you're 90 feet out from this thing.
Oh, he only got within 90 feet of it?
He got
I'm within
Gandalf
60
got
feet of
within
it.
60 feet of it. Your bird's 30 feet behind him.
Have it staying within 30, kind of like rotate 30 feet around so that it's 60 feet from the horse and 30 feet from Gandalf.
Okay, so sort of
So-
directly above Gandalf's head.
If you're 30 feet away from me in the direction of the horse, you're 30 feet from the horse. I'm 60 feet from the horse. I was originally 90. I moved in 30.
Yeah, I'm imagining like a triangle with like one
Oh.
point being the horse, one point
Okay.
being Gandalf, and one point being the familiar.
Right.
So the 30 feet between on the arm of the triangle between the Kestrel and Gandalf, and then 60 feet from the horse and the Kestrel.
Okay. So 60 feet away from the horse would be Gandalf's location. So
But you're saying like vertically up 30?
No, like if you're triangle, right? So trying to not have it fade into the
So
background.
it's 30 feet like to my left.
Yeah, something
Further
like that.
around the structure. So along the same circumference that I am, but further along it.
okay.
One way or the other.
All right. Very well.
Sorry, I'm not good at describing this without graph paper.
It's fine. Go ahead and roll a perception check at disadvantage.
Cause it's dark. And we can't see.
It was a 14 and a 16 on the dice for a dirty 20.
30-20.
Nice.
You see about the same thing that Gandalf has so far. You see a horse with a bitten bridle that is struggling desperately against thick mud. Being at a little bit more elevated position, getting a little bit further back view instead of like a straight on view, you can see that this mud has encompassed nearly its entire backside and its arms. It's just using like its forearms trying to press up out of this. And you see it makes some progress, and then its other arm goes in.
But with the knowledge nature and knowledge arcana being proficiencies, did I see anything that stood out? Like, is this a normal biological horse? Was the only thing I was looking at.
From everything that you can tell, yes.
Okay, that's all I was checking for.
And also, DM, was that the only entrance into the structure that I saw going around the whole thing?
Correct. Was that front portal.
So, I don't see any sensories. I don't see much of anything else around here aside from that horse. I could step forward and try to check out the entrance. Any objections?
No. With my cloak, it's my swamp and my vision. I feel like I should move forward so that I can see and contribute to this.
If y'all move forward to at least kind of maybe closer to where I was, where you can see the structure, and I'll move farther in to the structure itself.
Oi. And I'll see, maybe I can have some wisdom or arcana about what's going on with that horse too.
Sure.
Party moves in with the pass without a trace.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll
Keep them a little more cloaked.
Yeah, we'll move in with pass without a trace, and I'll tell. Hold on for 1 second, Gamblein. I want to see what I can do with this horse real quick. I need to get a little bit closer so I'm back in range with Beric, but I should be able to help this horse out pretty easy.
All right.
Oh, you talk to animals. Oi.
Well, I can talk to animals freely, but I can also just mold the earth around it if I can get back in range to my bet.
All right. So I'll wait until they move closer before I begin to move farther closer to the horse.
Okay. I think you need to be 100 feet away from Beric. Okay, so you guys move 20 feet. I'm not going to make you reroll stealth checks for that.
I thought it was a little okay.
Well,
So,
if they're to get into range of Beric so that I can
Oh,
then
yeah,
get in range of the horse, they have to get even closer.
Right. You did move around a little bit. You moved 30 feet more forward, closer to it. So you guys will need to move 50 feet to get closer to it. Just give me one more round of stealth checks, Everybody's
30,
still with
Oh, 30 or 30.
30-30.
30.
30, baby.
We still have Pass Without a Trace?
Yep.
Yep.
Good old pass out of trace.
24.
Okay.
And pass without trace is 10, right?
Yep. Plus 10.
Yep.
So 27.
27. Thanks.
And I'm 33.
I rolled for Gorham.
29 here.
Okay, 29. I rolled for Gorham, and that's a 24 with no bonus. So
Did you roll for
guys,
Bursty?
Thirsty.
Bursty got a
Bursty.
23.
Okay, I was gonna say Bercy also has no bonus.
Okay.
We're super stealthy over here.
You guys blend in with the shadows and stay very quiet as you guys move closer to this. The neighs, pulling, getting louder. Coming into view, you eventually all see. You can't see Ganwin at the moment, but you do see this horse sort of just. Oh my God! I've frozen again. We're almost
for a
at the
second.
end,
There he
and I'm
is.
frozen. Okay, I'm back. Hello, everybody. Welcome
Yeah,
to this
okay.
D&D session.
Hi.
We're restarting from here. You guys pull up to the closer. You see this horse just struggling against this mud. Go ahead with what you were gonna do.
I just get Beric to fly down into the mud and just kind of plop down in there just a little bit, and through the link touching the ground through Beric, cast some mold earth to dig out a 5-foot trench around them.
Okay. Awesome.
I would also basically, once they got into range to do what they were doing, I was gonna start making my way closer to the entrance.
Okay. How much closer?
I was gonna start moving up to the door to get a look at the entrance itself, like slowly, and keeping an eye out for anything concerning as I move forward,
Okay.
and trying not to step in the super thick, deep mud that this horse is trapped in. I guess just specifically keeping an eye on my footing.
Very well. Move up, creeping up on the entrance. I'd like you to make a perception check for Beric for me.
Sure.
And Gainwin, you as well.
That is 15.
15. Okay. Do you have to be through his eyes in order to cast it, or are you being through his eyes when you cast it?
Yes.
Okay. 15 and
Also 15.
also 15. Okay.
2 disadvantage.
Beric looks around in this cavern. There are webs around on the walls. You guys are looking around. Ganwin approaching as well. You just step to the door, look inside. The webbing on the tops, and from this close, you see what look like massive cocoons of some sort, roughly like humanoid sized, stuck up in the ceiling.
Oh no. Yeah,
And-
looks like they got people in here.
What are you casting again?
Just the cantrip, mold earth.
I'll read something real quick. I'm sorry. I promise we are wrapping up soon. Five-foot cube. Where are you casting this?
In just like right next to the horse and its back quarters, so that maybe it can get free and pull itself out, or kind of just getting it out of the mud and sloshing it, the excess out to the sides and to the back of it, so that it can move at a better angle forward and maybe get the momentum it needs.
Gotcha. You sort of move Beric along the back. You think, and Ganowin being here, both of you think you see something move in the mud. The horse looks behind it. Ganowin, you're peering over it. And as you're looking, the horse back at you. Horses are prey. Their eyes are on the side.
Mm-hmm.
And it was that way when you approached.
Uh-oh.
When it turns its head back towards you, it has forward-facing eyes.
Predator horse. Oh god.
2,
Do not like.
4, 6, 8.
Spider horse?
And it
As-
sees me?
You're right there at the entrance.
Oh, I guess that's true.
Spider horse.
Fuck. I back away
Barrick-
from that horse.
Barrick casts remove earth or mold earth.
Molder, yeah.
Essentially remove earth, depositing it off to the side. Large spider-like abdomen is seen. And as it does, when it lurches forward towards you,
Oh, shit.
this horse top with an arachnid body, and in the front pincers, or where front legs would be, you say humanoid hands on it as it lurches forwards to you and lets out a huge scream. On the back of its abdomen, it looks like dark, greasy balloons covering the entire back, bulbous in nature, the entire abdomen of it. And that's where we'll end tonight's session.
Hey!
Oh
What
no.
the fuck, dude?
Oh man, that's gonna be the.
RTOY.
And that's the
I
last we
didn't
ever
know
saw
it
of
was a
Gandalf.
terror horse when I was trying to save it.
Compassion
Oh,
gets you
it's
killed.
Can't talk to every creature,
I'm
RTO.
100 feet out of there, okay?
Thank you so much,
That's a you
everybody,
problem, Gandalf.
for tuning in. We appreciate it. We are going to get out of here for tonight. We are Hard Knock Dice. We stream every Monday and Saturday. Mondays, we do our Ghost of Saltmarsh campaign, DM'd by this guy over here, our very own Gandalf, or at FearDOA. Wait, did I freeze? What's up? I just heard everybody yell. No, okay,
It's a
cool,
Mario.
awesome. Oh, it's a Mario. So we are going to remember, donate to Extra Life right down there. Scroll, click on the link, save some kids. Be a hero. You too could be part of the Shining Vanguard if you donate to Extra Life today. So we are going to raid our friends over at the Carney site.